good, homies? What is good? Your boy is back once again. Yes, it did. As you can see, we already got it back. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh my goodness, it's that time again. Another ranking day? Hold up. Well, I guess really whenever Caleb gets here. I'm not sure if he's here right now, but whenever he gets here, we will get to ranking. Are we playing Mecha after you rank Frontiers? Very likely. Almost assuredly. And if that is the case, that would be on Monday. That would be on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and lock it in. Well, I want to say yes. I want to lock it in, but I actually need to get a group of people on Monday. I guess that's the real thing. As long as I have a group of people, we'll make it happen. If not, we'll figure it out. But yeah. So that will be on Monday. Maybe you already want to play. Okay, yeah. Everybody, as long as people are here, we're ready to go. Since the incident and what I mean, you know, if you want to talk about that incident, you know, I thought we said we weren't really gonna mention that ever again. So you mentioning that is really putting you on thin ice, mister. All right, I'm not gonna take that again. That'll be guess we're playing today. No, Mecha what? Wait, you don't. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know about Mecha Chameleon. He doesn't know. Don't worry, I got you, big dog. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Boom. There. All right, I sent it to you. What incident? It was in fact the Shibuya incident. That I was the one who kind of gave Sukuna and all of the evil curse spirits the idea for the Shibuya incident. I was kind of in the background. You kind of didn't notice me, but I was the one who gave him the idea. So, oops. Yeah, sorry about that. Ooh. I suppose Mecha Chameleon, my favorite streamer. What? Wait, what? Yes. But I said it to you, Tyreek, so you'll know exactly what it is. It's a fun game. It's cool. It's a hide and go seek game, I guess. You should buy Avatar Legends and play the beta. Is Avatar Legends the new fighting game? Because like I saw, you know, it looks alright. Avatar Legends looks alright. Yeah. I am still not completely sold. I'm low key. I might be a downer on that game. I think that game will be dropped relatively quickly by fighting game players. I think it'll do well at the start, but I don't think it'll have what fighting players want. I don't know what it is. I'm obviously not a fighting game player like that. Well, I don't know. There's just something about it that's just, it's just not vibing right with me. I don't know exactly what it is. But I was thinking it was suggesting to you a couple weeks ago. As soon as I thought it would be a great stream game. Oh yeah. I think I found out about it. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. But yeah. We've been ready to play it on stream. It's time. Avatar Legends actually looks amazing. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll be pleasantly surprised, you know, if it has way more staying power and if the game plays a lot better than what I guess I think, I suppose. I've even looked at it. I mean, yeah, I've definitely looked at it. I've looked at gameplay footage, you know, I've heard, you know, some of the, you know, the pros play it, or, you know, I guess do some kind of whatever test or whatever. And, you know, people seem to enjoy it, but I just don't know if it'll be, I just don't know if it'll be like that. I don't know. I don't know. Like, to me personally, I'm not the biggest believer, but I am ready to be pleasantly surprised and then say, wow, all right, this game did way better than I thought. And you know what? I was completely wrong. I'm ready. I'm ready to say I was completely wrong, 100%. Because if an Avatar game does great like that, oh, I'm all on board. I love Avatar. And I'm usually not a down player of most things. So this could just be a completely bad hunch on my part. You know, as somebody who doesn't have the game and has not played it at all. So, you know, obviously take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because obviously I would have less cred to talk about this game in general, right? It's only $30. You don't have to believe. I mean, why would I spend $30 on a game that I don't completely believe in? Like, I have no desire to play it, you know? First of all, I would wait for a sale. I would wait for a sale till it's really cheap, so I can get the base game. Because I will flat out full 100% say it. Unless the game is literally the greatest game ever made, I'm not paying money for this game. I'm sorry, I'm not paying full price for this game. If it goes down to like maybe $10 or something like that in the future, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Or if it's free somewhere, I'll do that. But obviously, you know, I'm not gonna buy it unless it just goes crazy and everybody's like, you gotta get this game, it's the #1 fighting game of all time, and it becomes super hyped like that, then maybe. But obviously I'm not. So I'm just saying right now, I will not be spending full price money, and I will only pay a reduced price if it's like $10 or less. $10 or less. No more than that. Are you saying you're a fake fan of another franchise? I love Avatar. I love Avatar. And you know what? I watched every episode and I thought it was very, very cool. And I enjoyed it. I was there for the live final episode. When the last episode was aired, okay? I was at my grandma's house in Oklahoma and we were popping off because Aang was going crazy. Not a 10K PC, by the way. Not a 10K PC, by the way. $10K personal piece. Okay, what is that how we're saying this? We're saying 10K personal PC. Interesting. Well, anyway, don't whenever. Oh, it's Kayla. Okay. $30 the breaking point for the owner of the 10. I did not spend $10,000 for this computer. This PC under my desk did not cost 10K. And you know what? I do play games on it, okay? I do play games on it, okay? I played at least 3 Sonic games on this PC. No, I think probably more than that, actually. Okay, I played a bunch of Sonic games on this PC. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way, okay? I have used this to play games. Okay. I haven't even played Mega Chameleon game, okay? But I will on this PC. Fine, take over the computer. I mean, I guess if I want to count up all of the accessories that I've ever bought for this computer entirely, you know, even, I guess, you know, if you want to count that computer too, I guess you can add that up to 10,000 at some point, you know, if you count up all the accessories I've ever bought for a computer, I guess. I suppose that can be accurate. I get. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, is a monitor an accessory for a computer? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if a monitor really counts as an accessory. You know? See what I hates up and coming dev team. That's not what I said. I didn't say anything like that at all. I didn't even make a close insinuation of that at all, as a matter of fact. It is definitely part of the cost of the computer. Is it? Is it? See, but I'm a fake Avatar fan. Not true. Not true. I am a fan of the original cartoon series that aired on Nickelodeon between the years of 2005 and 2007. When was it aired? Was it only 2 years? Was the last episode in 2007? Or is it 2008? Oh no, it was 2007. Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait, hold on a second. No, I'm sorry. It ended in 2008. I'm sorry. Last episode was in 2008. The final season, book 3, started in 2007. Okay, all right. Especially if you already had monitors that worked, didn't you? Ooh. Yikes. Ooh. I needed 3 uniform 4K OLED monitors. I needed that, okay? And they needed to be DisplayPort 2.2 compatible, okay? I did need that. That was non-negotiable. It's peripherals for the PC, meaning you need the monitor to use the PC, as well meaning yes, the monitor counts. Now you're just splitting hairs. You're doing so much mental gymnastics to get there. I think needing the 4K monitor for a true monitor setup counts. Potato, you're splitting hairs, okay? Not 10Ks. No. It was except the monitors might not be an accessory. I did need the 3 monitors. They did need to be uniform, okay? I needed these things. Add the electricity cost to run it. You know what? Surprisingly enough, our electricity cost has gone down since I bought the PC. I'm just saying, in the long run, technically I'm saving money. If we really think about it. That's actually not a joke. My electric bill the average has gone down since I've gotten the PC. Now, does it, could it be other things in the house? Maybe. But I'm just saying, since I got the PC, our average went down. That's all I'm saying. Didn't go up. And 3 PS5s. I only bought 1 PS5. That's all I'm saying. I only bought one. The other 2 were strictly for convenience. And to be honest, I only have 2 PS5s because my wife has the other one. My wife has a PS5. Like, it's hers. And you know what? That's good. Because, that other PS5 was going to be my travel PS5. I have a PS5 for the main room, PS5 for the stream room, and then I was going to have a travel PS5, but I figured it'd be better for her, But I only bought 1. That's all I'm saying. I only bought 1. This time on Swamp People. Caleb, are you ready to rank Sonic Frontiers? I think this one is gonna be longer, so I think we should get started if you are ready. And if you're here, of course. Even if the price drop is in the PC, how many months would it have to pass for you to get a return on the price of the PC? Well, I mean, am I trying to get a full return on the price of the PC? Or am I just trying to keep reducing the price so that it's under 10,000? It doesn't need to pay itself off. It just needs to be less than 10,000. You know, considering all the components that I got, you know, because the PC is obviously not 10,000. So I need to, you know, just reduce the price of everything else to make sure everything I bought all together was an under amount, you know. But RoboKai, I mean, RoboKai is gonna be there forever. RoboKai will be there after Sonic Frontiers. It'll be here after the ranking. It'll just be ready. We'll be locked in and ready to go. That character is the devil. You know what? Hold on a second. You know what? Let's see. Let's see if he answers. I know you see it, Caleb. He's real fun. Oh, well, you know what? I do have Guilty Gear Strive on PC. Since I have the...
Good for you.
You know what? Hey, Caleb, speak to that. Speak to RoboKai. Speak to that.
Speak to RoboKai?
Yeah.
I just played like 50 games as him with my younger sibling. He's fun as hell.
Hold on a second. You sound robotic.
What do I sound like?
You sound like you're talking through like a Five Nights at Freddy's like walkie-talkie monitor.
Wait, let me turn on my.
No, actually, no. Hold on. I think it's on me. Okay, say something. I think it was actually my fault. I think it was on my end actually. Say something.
RoboKai is so fun.
There we go.
That character feels so good.
He feels so good. Well, you know what? I don't disagree. I'm sorry. I disagree, but that's only because I haven't played him. So, you know, I'll disagree. I'll do it for the
so you just disagreeing on stuff you haven't played.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Do you also talk about Strive on Twitter? Is that you?
I don't, but maybe I should. Maybe I should join that, you know? Do you think that'll be good for my mental health?
I think that's what you should be doing, yeah.
Do you think it'll be good for my mental health?
I think everyone who does that seems incredibly mentally healthy.
Oh, let's go. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that starting today. And then you know what? I'll even mix it in with some politics. You know, I'll start talking about the current state of affairs.
And I will never follow you.
But you know, that's
whatever platform you do that on, I will stop following you.
Well, there you guys go. You know, if you ever don't want Caleb to follow you anymore, but you don't want to just like, you know, tell him not to follow you anymore, you could just talk about politics and he'll leave you. He'll do it real quick. That's how you push away the people you love in your life. Just do something that they hate.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's self-explanatory. I don't even think you needed to say that.
But, you know, some people, you know, it's not as, you know, it's not as clear cut as some
Chris,
people
think. What do you hate?
What do I hate? Peanut butter.
Yeah, what do you hate?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah. I also hate wasps. That one's free. That one's easy.
I'm just start walking around with a bunch of peanut butter.
Okay.
I'm sneaking into all your food.
That would be really hard. I think you'll have an easier time with the wasps though. Like just like catch a wasp and then like walk around with the jar.
That's scary.
Okay. It is scary, isn't it? Isn't it? All right, Caleb. I think it's time because I'm predicting this to be a little longer than normal. I could be wrong, but I'm predicting it.
Maybe.
And so, you know,
might not be. Know.
It could be. This could be 30 minutes. All right, we could have the exact same opinion on this, and we'll just go clean and easy. Okay, we can just
become a wasp farmer.
No.
Yeah, I'm starting up my peanut butter business.
Oh my god. Oh, all right, George Washington Carver. All right. I got you. All right, let's go ahead and get this started because Caleb, I think Sonic Frontiers will divide us. As a matter of fact,
maybe a little.
I think we will have some differing takes, and we're gonna argue. We're gonna fight. We're gonna lay our lives on. Have you ever debated about Sonic Frontiers with your life on the line?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Oh man, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Bro was on our Sonic Frontiers, fighting for his life
I'm
in the
fighting
trenches.
everyone. This game sucks.
I disagree. I think this
I don't
game
even
is
think that.
actually. Oh, yeah. I think this game is not a bad Sonic game
I
at
think
all.
parts of this game suck.
And
the parts that suck really suck.
well, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So you know what? Obviously we start with some easy stuff. The miscellaneous. Honestly,
Miscellaneous. You know what? I'm gonna give this a low score on miscellaneous just because of one thing on the PC port, where it won't save your screen settings at all.
what?
Every time I opened up this game, it loaded up as full screen, and I had to switch it to borderless.
Bro, if I were to do that for every Sonic game, do you think Sonic Mania would have scored as high? Because that was my experience with Sonic and Forces, and I think one other. Oh yeah, I think it was Colors. No, not Colors. The other one, Colors 2, Lost World.
Right. Sure. What else do you want me to say for miscellaneous? Miscellaneous.
The Poppin' was
The
crazy.
UI No, that's graphics.
Is that graphics?
Yes, that's graphics.
I
It's what the game looks like.
No, I would say that's performance, right? Like what the game looks like is
Sure.
different than like.
Whatever, it's losing points anyway. That Poppin's absurd, and it needs to get a bad score because of that. Also, the UI is boring.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I
Do you
paid
even
attention
remember
to
what
the
it
UI.
looks like?
I guess not. I guess the only time I would pay attention to any UI in any game is if it is truly like unique and different, which is not in many games. I guess.
I think this Sonic game coming out and saying, alright, everything in our UI is just white in one font. And that's it.
I do not have a problem with that inherently because of the aesthetic that they were generally going for. It was more like
I think the aesthetic is lame.
You think it's lame? Wait, you don't
I
like
think
you don't
this
like the aesthetic at all?
I don't.
Wait, I
I
actually
think some of the enemies look cool, but just going around the game, it just looks so washed out.
Oh, okay, now we're getting into graphics. But for miscellaneous for now, I think for the most part there wasn't anything crazy. I do think the Poppin' was kind of wild at times, but I guess it never like impeded my play. I suppose. But I'd be willing to dock a point for that
jarring.
regardless. It's
It's really jarring to look at.
like when you're falling from really
Also,
high
this
place.
game launched without jukebox, and the jukebox sucks. That's for later.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. We sure will. Honestly, I would say the jukebox is in favor of the game because they added the jukebox. I think that is a straight plus on the game. If we're gonna talk about the jukebox,
I had to play this game without a jukebox. So
I
say
didn't.
it not straight.
I didn't have to play the game without the jukebox. But even if I had to play without the jukebox, you know what? I'll save that for later. I'll save that.
And I'm gonna disagree for later.
we're gonna talk about it later. But I think it adding the jukebox, I think that was just inherently like a positive, just having something like that from the base, and they added for free, of course. But that was obviously them responding to, I guess, some people's thoughts about it. But yeah, I would say a 4 is fine because I do think there were some technical issues with the game at some points, but overall,
it also just ran
fine.
bad at launch, like horribly.
I did hear about that. I did hear about that for I don't know if that was for PS5 too, but I do think I heard about that for PC though. I think for console it was fine.
No, it wasn't. I played it on console.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, all right. Well, then I was completely wrong about that. When I got the game, it was fine.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I'd say a 4 is fine. It's not like we're playing Sonic 06 or something like that. All right, graphics. Caleb, I think the graphics in this game are, I think they're pretty good. Now, I think as you're going around the world in Sonic Frontiers, it is, if we're comparing it to other Sonic games, it's a little bit more
boring.
No, not boring. What's the word? It has less saturation. As you're kind of going through, it's more of like a mono, maybe like a more like a medium palette, I guess, or whatever. Like nothing's like super jumping out at you, but I think that works really well to the aesthetic.
Nothing's jumping out at you because the game looks like a tech demo.
I think they were going for an aesthetic, and the aesthetic was, you know, kind of like ruins, you know, history,
Unreal
kind of
Engine tech demo.
Now be that as it may, because you know what,
that tech demo aesthetic.
I don't disagree that it does have that Unreal Engine 4, you know, kind of like YouTube 4K, you know, Sonic in 4K look or whatever.
For scale that always pops in whenever you start boosting.
Are you talking about the seagulls?
The seagull that just shows up.
The seagulls are cool. They're a good little addition. I thought the seagulls were all like, bro, I love these birds. I love these birds when they're hanging out with me.
I love this seagull and the poppin'.
The poppin', I don't know about so much, but the seagulls, the seagulls are cool. Like I think I really enjoy the like the kind of like history, kind of like, I don't know, like what's it called, like old ruins kind of aesthetic that they were kind of going for, especially on the first island. I think this is something that they were trying to convey even in the story, and they really wanted to show that. And I think as you're going along the world, you know, you can see like, you know, the different kind of ruins, you know, the different houses like that. You see different structures as you're going. Now, I will say it is a little weird.
I think they could have done that very easily while also not making it look bland.
I mean, it's like
I'm struggling to think of
it's like a minimalist kind of look, right? You say you're struggling to think of a location. It's more like a vibe, I guess, more than anything else. All right, I'm gonna make a slightly disingenuous argument. Okay, just slightly.
All right. Let's hear it.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
All right. Nope.
Slightly. Just slightly. As you're going through Breath of the Wild, like, you know, when you first land on, like, you know, the mainland, even a little bit in the plateau.
Ready to disagree.
As you're going through, you know, you're like, oh man, yo, I am in this world. I am part of just the wilderness, the world, like what it has to offer. There's not like, you know, there's not like
that is what it's like in Breath of the Wild.
Yes, it is, and I'm comparing that to Sonic Frontiers, because as you're in Sonic Frontiers,
that's what it's like.
You're like, wow, I have landed on this island. Where am I? And as you're boosting through,
and rails popped in above me. Level geometry is appearing as I go around this Unreal Engine procedurally generated map-looking area, and the levels are appearing above me, separate from the territory.
I think
the terrain is like fully separate from what you actually do.
The terrain is fully separate. The terrain is full. Well, I think for a large part, yes, but there are definitely some aspects of the game where that's not true. Like, for example, the final island, where the pyramid is very much part of the world and the level and the estate. Like, you are doing stuff with the pyramid because the level is like throughout that, and also a lot of the structures that are like, I believe it's on that fourth island still. Like they are interacting with that world, or even on I think is it the third island that has the ice cap area or whatever, where you have to like navigate that area to also like deal with the kind of like challenge that they have there. You know, it does interact with it now, but I will say it's not a lot.
It doesn't do it often.
It does not do it often.
There's just Halo Forge World stuff floating around for you to hop on.
And I can can see why that'd be jarring, but I do think because the aesthetic that they are also trying to like show you is not only like ancient civilization, it's also technology, which is why our partners are in the cyberspace, which is, you know, why I would think all of these kind of like, you know, different like what's it called, like metallic, very, you know, clean cybernetic looking obstacles are around us. Now, who put them there? Who's to say? I guess the in-world explanation, it's like they are from Sonic's memory, I guess, or whatever. Something along those lines, but I think that's only inside of the cyberspace levels. Maybe they kind of like, you know, escaped the cyber world or whatever and became into the world. That's like what I think is happening, but I understand what they were going for. And they needed you to do something in the open world. And I think they achieved that, you know, just graphically. I think they did a pretty good idea.
In a very boring way.
A very boring way. I can understand that. If you want it,
like, the islands feel like they're just there to be under whatever you're doing on the little platforms in the mini sections, like with the rails and platform and stuff.
Okay.
Like, the island feels like a means to just get you from one miniature gameplay segment to the other. It doesn't feel like it's actually connected to what you're doing.
I feel like the island is dealing more with, because you're not wrong, but I think the island is more of a set piece for the actual, you know, feeling they are trying to invoke. Now, could they have done more?
And
I guess with the
island is an uninteresting set piece.
I think it is. I think because Sonic, it has never really deeply explored its lore. There have been like small pieces, like in Sonic Adventure 1. And that's kind of really it. But in this game, they actually like show us like, oh, well, how did things kind of look like aesthetically? Like, you know, oh, they were building these giant walls or whatever that were able to like, you know, have defenses. Or, oh, hey, look, they were building they had these ships or whatever, you know, they came here from space and stuff like that. I think that is interesting in the world of Sonic because they have not done something like this before. So I think, to me, that's now, could they have done more? Could they have been a little bit more imaginative? I suppose.
All I can say is, think of all those levels we've seen in Sonic before, and picture if this game had tried to iterate on that for its open world instead of just making these.
I guess I would
imagine if there was imagine if there was an island that was just like, okay, just like every other Sonic game, we're in the back of Green Hill, but now you're actually going through and seeing what an open world of Green Hill would look like.
I would think if they were going to try and go that route or whatever, like if they were going to try and go for that aesthetic, I would want them to do something a little bit different because, like, you know, like, oh man, look, I'm in Green Hill Zone again. Like, you know, I see what you're saying, but I guess I would want them to do something like,
just saying that there's no Sonic games haven't really explored their lore in that way.
Yeah. I guess
could argue this would have been a good opportunity to do something like that.
I guess when I was thinking about lore, I was thinking about like the deeper like ancient civilization kind of thing, because like Sonic lore, you know what, if we're being really real, the game that even expanded at least a little bit on the lore of Sonic was kind of Forces. I don't want to say lore, but more like the inner workings of the world, because like we got confirmation that there are more characters.
I guess, man.
I guess, but I do see what you're saying.
On anything that the comics wouldn't have said already.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I think this kind of like ancient like look at the world and like what they were conveying, something more somber, something not as like, you know, super explosive, you know, something, you know, super colorful and vibrant. Like I think this was something that was needed. Like graphically, I think this vibe has been needed for a while. We have needed
This vibe
a
was in
serious.
Sonic and the Black Knight, by the way.
You.
It literally was.
I suppose.
Chris, that's a game about confronting your own mortality.
I guess.
It
I
literally
think,
is like that.
I think in a game when you're on rails, it is hard to get like the full like I guess scale, like, you know, when I'm looking at this game graphically, like, you know, Sonic and Black, like, you know, I'm sure it looked fine graphically. It was on the Wii, you know. I think people probably like that fine enough. But I think when you're going around in a game like this and you can actually like see everything and like, you know, interact, that's like a strong word, but like, you know, actually go around everything, kind of like see it, kind of like be a part of it.
Halo Forge world level geometry that's floating around.
But it's history. It's there, you know? It's like when you're going in Sonic Adventure 1, right? And you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going in like the Aztec freaking temple or whatever." You're like, "Wow, this is cool. This is showing like, you know, some kind of like ruins." Like, "Oh, wait, what could have been here? What's in the Mystic Ruins?" Like, they're doing anything crazy there, but the fact that you're there and you're like experiencing it is kind of special. And I think Sonic Frontiers kind of brings that out. Let me hit my.
I don't know that I agree with that, because the ruins you find just don't really feel like anything. Like, they just look like structures that are there.
Well, I mean, like they're ancient structures. I mean, obviously, because, you know, what you said before was still kind of true, right? You would like to see something more interesting and something a little bit more involved with that history. But I think I can give it credit for even doing something like this. Even if I would have liked to see them do more, I think this is good. Like, I
distinctly remember
this.
A moment where Sonic looked at a big triangle and was like, "Wow, this is like the coolest temple I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Sonic, that's a triangle."
Okay, no, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, are we talking about the temple? I think it's Island 5 or whatever.
I think it is Island.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's a whole pyramid. That's a whole thing. That looks like a really cool structure.
This is the greatest temple I've ever seen, and it's like, it looks like the other stuff you've seen already.
No, wait, that temple? That one is like... Are we talking about the really big one in the center of the map?
No, not that big one. There's a different one.
Oh, there's a different? Wait, where's that one?
There's a different, very small, regular... like, it's not even a pyramid. It looks like a house.
Oh, I don't.
And Sonic walks up to it and is like, "Wow, what an insane temple."
But you know what? Just the fact that Sonic is commenting on that is still cool, regardless, you know? Just the fact that he's like, "Man, yeah, this temple, these ancient ruins, yeah, they're something, you know?"
I think that big pyramid is cool. I wish the game had more of that than, like, the one.
I can agree with that. I can agree. I think Island 3, you know, they have like a giant volcano on it and like ice caps. That's pretty cool.
Oh, it had the pinball machine, yeah.
Oh well.
Great.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Which is crazy, but whatever.
I just don't like this game's aesthetic at all.
Man, we are completely diametrically opposed on this, because I think their vision for how they were trying to portray a more serious kind of like involved Sonic game or whatever, with like slightly more serious themes, and, you know, Sonic kind of going through like also the cybernetic portion of the game, and so they kind of mixed that in. That's kind of like what the rails were trying to show, and like even like the cyber level.
I completely understand what they were going for. I just don't think they did a great job of it. The world just feels too empty, and it feels so disconnected from the parts of it that you're actually playing on. And I don't mean empty like I want more people in it or whatever, because obviously that's not what they wanted. Just feels... Yeah. It doesn't feel lived in for something that's supposed to be showing you where these people were living.
I mean, yeah, because this is an ancient civilization. Nobody's gonna be there. Like nobody's even really supposed to be on this island because I believe this was
No, of course.
completely uninhabited. So like that would make sense to me.
I'm not saying I wanted people here. I'm saying it doesn't look like a place where people would have lived.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely misunderstood what you said. I mean, anything will happen like that after hundreds or thousands of years. It'll look like, oh, did somebody even live here?
I guess we're in cyberspace.
Kind of. It's like, yeah, but kind of not really. If I remember correct, this is an island that people can go to, I guess.
Kind of.
It was a little. It's like they suck you in. Like there's that island, and then there's like a sub space area of that's like the actual subspace or whatever. Because that's where Eggman is, or I guess was, or whatever, for a big part of it. So it was like a little separate thing, I guess. But anyway, that's more besides the point. So we can we can even talk about the levels or whatever, the whatchamacallit, the levels that you can do when you go to the little throne thing and you put the little gears in.
Cyberspace levels, they look fine.
Yeah, they look cool.
They're mostly just old stuff being reused again for the most part.
Yeah,
but they don't look worse somehow like Sonic Forces managed to do.
I still don't think Sonic Forces look that bad. I'm staying on that train, but I do think they look good here, and I really do like how they kind of mixed in some of the cybernetic themes that they were trying to show.
Yeah,
I thought that
stuff is cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah,
I wish they did more of that in the open world.
Yeah, but that's kind of how they swap between the two things. So I thought it was all packaged pretty well, but it seems like you're not super convinced on that. Regardless, I think if we're trying to hit a little split on this,
and I can't overstate enough that through all of this, you still have the poppin' that's ruining whatever you're looking at.
Does it ruin it, or does it just show it a little bit later?
It ruins it.
I would say we would probably land on this around a 3 or a 4.
That's not a 4. I will not say 4. 4 is too close to Unleashed.
Didn't we give Unleashed a 5? Didn't we?
I really must have. Look at it.
I was like, yeah, we would have given that straight up a 5. You said a 5.
You know what? I don't think we did because I played.
No, we did.
And that game looked ugly.
We did. I think we gave it higher because I based it off the 360, which looked great.
Yeah, you got lucky.
The 360 one looked great. I feel like a 4 is fair, if only because the game if anything, the game at the bare minimum, it has the correct resolution for the times. And you know what? For the most part,
bare minimum is a 4.
I don't want to say bare minimum, but
but that's what you said.
Oh wait. Oh, did I say bare minimum?
Yeah, you did.
I must have got mixed up with. No, I'm sorry. I was saying I was talking about the graphical fidelity. Like bare minimum, we can say the graphical fidelity is it matches what it should be. That's what I was trying to say. I must have tripped up what I was saying. So it's not like Sonic 4 where it looks like this game was made for the iPhone, which low key kind of was.
Also, at what point can I say that the presentation for a lot of this stuff wasn't great? The parts in boss fights where Sonic would fade to black into a pre-rendered cutscene and then fade to black again to go back into gameplay.
I think that only happened. Actually, I think the fade to black only happened.
That's during Wyvern.
Yeah, because does it only happen on Wyvern? I think it happens like when you're doing like the killing blow on all the bosses.
It happens during Wyvern, and I feel like it happens on the final boss, but I don't remember 100%.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I do know when you're doing like the killing blow or whatever, it like does that, and I was like that's kind of weird, but whatever, I guess. But you know what? If we're gonna talk about the graphics on the, oh my, I love the way everything looks on the, like, I think they smash it out of the park with the aesthetic of all of the bosses. Like they look great. The arenas that you're fighting them in, I think they're cool. It's literally just the whole island basically. Well, at least for the first, I guess the first and the second boss or whatever. Like it's just low key like the whole island. You know, the boss, he's just a giant cybernetic, you know, mecha whatever dude, and they're like, way. And then Sonic is Supersonic, and he looks dope. He's the brightest thing in this whole game. You're like, whoa, he's so cool. So I mean, like, if anything, you know, we can be like, man, you know what, that did look pretty cool aesthetically. You know, how everything looked like the boss fight wise. That looked cool.
I would argue the choreography could have been better, but it's cool.
There we go. Look at that. Some common ground. I think
this game definitely needed someone who was better at directing action. Because some of the shit did not hit as hard as it could have. A lot of it didn't.
Where do we talk about that? Do we talk about it in boss battles?
Yeah, I'm talking about in boss battles. Like the animations and stuff Sonic would do during cutscenes.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. I have some thoughts on that too. All right. I think a 4, you know, highballing it, you know, for your standards.
I still disagree with 4.
I think we can, you know, at least say like, yeah, that part looked cool. You know, we can kind of get it slightly over the edge. We can get it slightly over the edge. I think you want to
give it a 4, so you're giving it a 4. But whatever.
I mean, I think that if we are in a close kind of like, maybe not a close, but more like a cage, like, you know, even draw, I'll give the point in my favor. So you're not wrong. All right. Characters. Caleb, what did you think about the characters in this game?
They really wanted everyone to be a lot more serious in this game, which I appreciate after the years of Sonic just being a complete joke series.
Yeah. Yep.
For most of the characters, I'm going to start off and say Sonic is very good in this game.
I agree.
I really, really enjoy how serious Sonic is taking everything, but he still got his, like, kind of laid-back attitude going on.
Yeah!
He's acting as, like, he's acting like a young adult.
Yeah! Yeah, I agree with that. That's a great way to put that, actually.
He doesn't feel like a dumb kid anymore. He doesn't feel stupid.
They finally got the Lost World out of him.
It's gone. And speaking of getting the Lost World out of it, he's acting like a real big brother to Tails.
Finally! I mean, I guess in colors he's like, Tails, get out of here while I fight the final boss. Sorry, whatever. I guess he did do that.
I guess.
Whatever.
He's acting like a real big brother to Tails.
Yeah!
He's like a positive influence on Amy.
He is!
Even if Amy's kind of in the... We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Knuckles feels like a friend. They actually feel like best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a vibe you just don't really get in a lot of other games.
I think this is the first time they've ever really been like this, actually. I think, right?
It is. Every other time, it's just been Sonic, like, busting his balls.
Yeah.
Or Knuckles just being along for the ride.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how we want to count Heroes. Does he along for the ride in Heroes?
He's along for the ride in Heroes.
Okay. Okay. I think
he's literally just there to be the third.
He's like, bro, you just got to be here, bro. We need another one. I don't know what to tell you.
We need a power type.
We need a power type. Oh. Okay. What'd you think about everybody else? Or I guess, did you have any thoughts on anybody else?
I really enjoy how you get like a glimpse into everyone's personality through the way they deal with the Cocos. Knuckles, for whatever reason, is still like a military leader.
I thought that was
he just inherited
funny.
that from forces, I guess.
It was so silly.
It's so dumb. I don't know why why did the random little Cocos have helmets?
It's because they were like, they were like ancient forces, right? Like, and so I guess their spirits, since their spirits died in battle, they kept the helmets.
I guess, man. They needed the helmets on the parts inside the little chaos things.
Yeah, exactly. At least that's the way I took it anyway.
Sure.
Oh, it was cute though. It was adorable.
A huge fan of Tails acknowledging all the bad writing he's had.
Not him acknowledging the bad writing. That is one thing I thought was cool, that they actually referenced things from other Sonic games. Also Styx mentioned. I was like, bro, what? She's in this universe?
Why are you mentioning Styx?
I thought that was crazy, but I was like, all right. Anyway.
Amy, I think it's a good direction for Amy to go, with her being more independent from Sonic. Not just being the girl with the crush on Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I just think she's kind of dry in this right now.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't know where the tarot card thing came from. That's weird.
Yeah, was that a comic thing? I don't know. Plate might know that.
I don't even know. It just feels kind of unnecessary. She's already got the hammer. Why does she need tarot cards too?
To give her another jump.
Very much feels like, okay, the girl is not the one with the crush on the main character anymore, and now she's gonna be into the occult.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, you don't have to be into a cult to like the tarot cards.
I guess
you could just like the tarot cards. It does feel like Sega kind of.
The girl, it doesn't have a crush on the main character anymore. Now she has tarot cards.
It does feel like the devs kind of don't know what to do with, or I guess they don't fully know the direction they want to go with Amy. But it feels like they're trying to get something. I think this is like they're like, all right, I think we can go in this kind of direction. Why can't you be a little witchy? Yeah. Why can't she just be a little witchy?
Well, she can. It just came out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere. It literally
and they just sprung that on us like we already knew about it.
Like, oh, tarot cards. All right, I guess.
I'm gonna do a tarot reading right now. I'm like, Amy, the world's ending.
And it says you're gonna die today.
Like, oh God, I pulled the death card.
Oh, whoa!
All my tarot readings.
Anybody else? Any other thoughts?
Eggman and Sage are incredible.
I already did my push-up. I already did my push-ups, Ace. What'd you say, Caleb?
Eggman and Sage are incredible.
I agree. I agree.
I don't know who the hell thought it would be a good idea to give Eggman a daughter, but they were right.
They were right. Maybe it was those people at Capcom that made what's the name of the game? The new one. You know the one. The one with the little girl. The one with the little girl.
We're in the era of dads. Pragmata?
Yeah, Pragmata.
We're in the dad era. I don't even know how you can make Eggman the villain in the next game when he's like this. I'm gonna be cheering for him.
Man,
he's got to do it for Sage.
You know, that does bring up a good point, because like, how do you make Eggman a threatening villain when he's a dad like this? You know,
he's like a good dad. He's not just a dad; he's a good dad.
I mean, I guess they can make him like Doctor Doom in the Marvel comics, right? Because like Doctor Doom is evil, and I guess his
they're just gonna
like,
be a duo.
I think it's like Mr. Fantastic's actual daughter thinks Doctor Doom is a daughter, or something like that, or whatever, and they're like really cool, something like that.
Doctor Doom helped deliver his daughter, and in exchange, he made like a contract with Sue that he would be able to name her. He named her Valerie.
Marvel comics are so crazy.
Yeah, Doctor Doom named Reed's daughter. And he's like her uncle, basically.
And she
likes Doctor Doom a lot more than Reed.
Yes. And Doctor Doom is like, yes, my Valerie, or whatever. He's like, yes, Valerie, my daughter, basically. Maybe Eggman isn't a villain anymore. It could be some kind of I don't think Sonic can actually do that. The most Eggman can be is a villain of my villain is my friend, you know, or enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's the most they can do with him.
I think the most likely thing is it's just gonna be Sage's like Orbot and Cubot now, where she's just gonna be the competent one.
As long as she's better than Orbot and Cubot. Yo, shoutouts to Orbot and Cubot not being in this game. Shoutouts to Eggman for dismantling them.
Eggman literally says in one of the memos, like, yeah, she's way better than Orbot and Cubot.
As he should. As he should. Yes. Yeah, I think the characters in this game, this is the best the characters in a Sonic game I think have ever been, except maybe
I'm just saying, man. Loki. Storybook games are pretty good.
Okay, we didn't play
those. The gameplay's not, but
we didn't play those for this one. So you know what? We can't count those, unfortunately, because you know, technically, you know, Sonic Battle might go crazy, but you know, we didn't play Sonic Battle.
What's the closest to this?
Maybe
like Sonic Adventure 2.
Maybe I guess Sonic Adventure 1, right? Sonic Adventure 1 would probably, that might be number 1.
Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2, but we did give Sonic Adventure 2 kind of, I think we gave it like a 7 or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
The only like kind of mid characters in this are like the End and the Ancients.
I don't know. I thought the Ancients were, they were a cool concept.
They are there.
I thought they were. I'm sorry. I'm also counting like the Cocos as ancients. You know how we kind of like saw like the flashbacks or whatever of how they died in battle. You know, there was like the lovers thing like that.
That's
like,
fine. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, but you know the other ancients.
I like the ones in the trials that were like the pilots of the Mets.
Yeah,
I didn't like doing the trials, but I like hearing them talk.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. You know, really expanding that lore. I was like, wait, hold on, these are actual characters that had feelings and thoughts and lives.
Like, I think it's funny that there's like a King Coco that no one liked.
What are wait, I'm sorry. Are you talking about Master King Coco?
Yeah, Master King Coco.
Yeah. He was like, I was him. I was just like that. Like, all right, big dog. Okay, all right.
I will say that final boss in Last Enemy or whatever, the End is just kind of lame. It feels unearned because this feels like something that should have been showing up at the end of like a 3-game saga that we were building up to deal with, and they're like, actually, yeah, the end of all things is here, and it's just a moon that you beat up.
I will agree. I think the
And
end
it's
is low
monologuing
key.
at you.
I think the end is low key kind of lame, but I will say he was kind of saying some stuff, bro. He was like, bro, they like, I guess they like imprisoned him or something. He was like, yeah,
he had a good monologue.
I was
It's
like,
unearned as hell, but it's a good monologue.
I'm like, bro's kind of spitting, you know? like, hold on.
Dude was spitting something that you would hear at the end of like a 700 episode shonen.
Yeah,
and it's like, bro, this game was like 10 hours. Relax.
Like, bro, I just met you. What did he say?
This game was
I
like
don't
10
know
hours, and I'm playing this in an Ikaruga section. Chill.
But it went so hard.
No one is trying to hear all this right now.
I was low key like when I first did. I was like, bro, what is bro saying? And I started listening. I was like, wait, I'm kind of I'm kind of locking in, kind of actually.
He's saying some cool stuff. It's a shame that it's just a big moon.
I don't know why they just made it a big moon. I guess alien things. I guess I don't even know.
I guess it's supposed to be like some eldritch thing. I guess.
But he was
almost like it should have been at the end of a long saga or something instead of just.
I don't know. We did the boss rush. We did the boss rush right before that. That was kind of a long saga for me.
Yeah, well, you also did an Ikaruga section before going into that boss rush.
Right. You're right.
That boss rush was not there on launch.
I will say Sonic. I'm sorry. The end is he's lame, but he has cool elements. It's just unfortunate that
he's not like a time eater.
No, absolutely.
He's no time eater.
Is Time Eater the worst final boss?
It's up there.
I mean, who's worse?
I don't know what could be worse. So I'm gonna be real.
Like I think even the boss in Sonic 3D Blast was better, actually.
Time Eater sucks. The Sonic Colors final boss sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But at least it's Eggman, I guess.
It is Eggman. I just it does
Eggman.
Suck.
I don't know, man.
I was gonna say something, but I was
bad.
like, nah, it does just suck though.
Sonic Forces boss sucks.
Wait, what was the final boss in Lost World?
It was Eggman again.
Wait, was it the dragoon looking one? I know it was a dragoon.
It was that fake egg dragoon, yeah.
That one was kind of lame.
That one sucks too.
that was pretty lame actually. So yeah, honestly, he was like this guy wasn't bad, I suppose. But yeah, I think the characters in this game, I thought they made me feel something, you know, seeing Tails kind of like, you know, really like struggle and like grapple with like, bro, he asked something like, Sonic, am I a bird? I was like, Tails. I mean, you kind of were like the last game, but
you were
Tails.
For a little bit.
I was like, what?
You had kind of a hot streak of being a burden, but you know.
But you know, he had a heart-to-heart with Sonic. I was like, bro, this is so adorable. Knuckles, him like really having like a really introspective moment. He's like, bro, these are like the remnants of like my people. Like this is like where the island come. Like this means something. You know, he had another heart-to-heart with Sonic or whatever. And I was like
that.
You said what?
If only it looked like that.
I mean, they look like chaos related to Knuckles. We can make the leap, right?
I guess.
How many more things are we gonna rank? There are 2 more Sonic games after this one, and you know, Amy. Done. You know, Amy. You know, she kind of has this whole thing with love. Like, I will say,
talking about love and stuff.
Hers was the weakest one. I will say.
It was not great.
Admit. but like I get it because like the Coco portion was more whatchamacallit. It was more what's the word? Impactful, I guess. And so you're like, oh yeah, you know, this is the power of love, you know, lovers or whatever, they do anything for each other, X, Y, and Z thing. All right, cool. We got that. Eggman and Sage, as you said before, oh my god, they were perfect, bro. Sage having like internal conflict and Eggman kind of, you know, he was like really kind of getting up there to being like, you know, a loving and caring dad, you know. He was really snappy with Sage, and then, you know, he started to soften up. They hold hands at the end of Final Frontier.
He decided to work with Sonic because his daughter asked.
Oh, it was so good, bro. It'll make a good.
He hated it, but he did it.
It was beautiful. That really tugged at my heartstrings. It honestly did. The first ending when she like, I was like, what? I was like, she's gone like that, and then Eggman hit us with the, that's my girl. When he brought her back, I was like, that's. I love it so much. I love it so much, actually. Yeah. Like, if you're asking me, I think this game is a 10 out of 10 for characters. I think they did pretty much everything right.
If it's not, what else would be? Well, there's one.
Well, don't worry.
Well, there's one.
We'll have to see about that one, but you might be right on that one though.
It might be one, mate. This could be a 9. I don't know.
This one, I think it earned.
No,
I think it earned this 10.
I think everyone else, every other character in this game, far outweighs the end being kind of lame.
Absolutely, 100%. And we didn't even say the lane. We didn't even say the end was like the worst. He was like, we're like, yeah, you know, he was just like whatever.
He just feels like he showed up too early.
Yeah,
it looks kind of bad.
He should have been foreshadowed in Sonic colors. That would be fun.
Honestly, yeah. He should have been foreshadowed like 4 games ago.
Oh,
it just feels like too big a deal.
He is, but I guess
he feels like too big a deal, and because he's in this game, he doesn't feel like a big deal.
But I mean, like, well, you know, you know what? I guess we can get into that with the sword because that's the next section anyway. Yeah, I thought this story was.
Wait, before we get into how the story is,
sure.
There's just one thing I have to say that I don't think it's gonna fit anywhere else.
Okay.
This game, I hope Sonic Team gets like an actual director for their cutscenes because they don't look great.
In what way?
They just don't.
In what way?
It looks there's no cinematography to it. It's just a lot of still shots from one angle. There's so many cutscenes that are just people talking.
There are so many cutscenes of people just talking. Yeah.
It's just talking with the camera at like one angle. Or it'll be like camera's focusing on Sonic and then it's jumping to Tails.
Yeah, you know, I guess
even then the action in this game doesn't have much impact in the cutscenes.
Whoa, hold on. I'm gonna disagree with you, big dog.
I said in the cutscenes. I'm not talking about in the boss fights. Relax.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you said the boss fights. My fault.
I literally said cutscenes.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying the cutscenes in the boss fights.
Like, there's a moment I was looking at where I was like, if this were in Sonic, if this were a scene in Sonic 06, this would have went crazy because they would have spent money on it. And it's when all the Titans show up in space. But because it's in this game, they just stand there motionless and don't do anything. And it's supposed to be them fighting it's like, you're just standing there. Nothing is happening.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong because you're not, but what I will say is when I saw that scene, I was thinking more like they're planning their like move of attack, like they can't go in recklessly, you know? And so they were waiting to see what their next move was, you know?
And then Supreme ran and died, and that was their next move.
I'm not saying it was a good plan.
They were flew directly at it and blew up. Wow.
No, I mean I agree. I would have liked to see cooler cinematography
if you look
in
at
the
a scene
cutscenes,
from
you know?
Sonic Adventure 2 compared to this, it's like night and day.
Ooh, Sonic Adventure 2, huh?
Because you remember when we were talking about Sonic Adventure 2 when we said this game feels like it feels cinematic? You just don't get that from this.
No, you're right.
The feeling is just not there. It's like there wasn't a director for the scenes.
No, you're right. you're right. I guess because like even if I think back to like Sonic Adventure 2 or whatever, when I'm thinking about Sonic and Shadow in the canon, about to go crazy or whatever with their bot, like that was hype. Like there was some stuff there.
See how much characters were moving around in this game. They're just like standing still.
Yeah, I guess they are standing still a lot. Yeah, the cinematography, it definitely could have been better. Like the direction, I guess, for those scenes could be a little bit better. I think some of them do pretty well.
I just had to say that because I think it's important, but I don't know where else it will fit.
Maybe miscellaneous. I guess maybe it should have been there actually.
I don't know. I feel like it's more important than miscellaneous. I would argue that that's part of the story, and part of the presentation in the story.
Maybe we could probably put that there. I guess we can. We'll see how we're feeling when we talk about it. We'll see how we're feeling as we go through the story. Because I will say how things are framed and how the cinematography works in like a certain scene, it can add impact or it can even take away from a scene. So we'll go through that. I think this story is it's not the best. I still think
I don't think it's great. But
I don't think it's the best.
It's like a vehicle for character interactions to happen. I guess that's how I feel about it.
I feel like it is a story that is just okay. You know what? I guess I'll go from the beginning because the story, the way it's set up, is you get sucked into an area and you have to presumably fight the Titans, defeat all of them, activate the tower so you can get your friends. So they give you an immediate purpose. And I think I like that a lot because if we're thinking about like Sonic Lost World, or was it Colors or whatever, we're just like, bro, why are they even here like this, like Lost World, I guess, or whatever, makes a little bit more sense.
Everyone was just at the Lost Heads for some reason.
Yeah, but this game, it has a clear start. We have a clear goal. We know exactly what we're doing. We are trying to save our friends that are clearly in danger in a new world. And as we go along, we start to unfold the history of the island, and then as we understand that more, we can figure out, okay, what is actually going on here? Like, what is kind of driving these things? So we know that throughout all of these islands that we're going through, we know that there was some kind of big enemy, and Sage telling us like, oh, if you keep doing this, you're gonna unlock this big bad guy.
Bad stuff's gonna happen. I'm not gonna tell you what's going on, but some bad stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
She's like, hey, you saw the visions. Hey, come on.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you bad stuff's going to happen, but I'm going to tell you to stop it.
Saying the beginning of this game is actually low-key kind of annoying because you're like, bro, why are you here if you're not going to help, if you're not going to be a foil, get out of here.
You don't even know if she's there to help you or not.
You don't. Because she low-key is not.
As far as Sonic's aware, she's controlling the Titans.
Yeah. You know what? That is the exact impression she gave when she first pulled up. She's like, I am controlling these guys. You said what?
I guess she kind of was, actually.
Was she? It was a little unclear.
Just for a little bit. Like, she could only control him for a little to, like, keep Sonic away. Because she, like, sicked Wyvern on him, didn't she?
I think so. I guess she kind of did. I just think that's kind of weird because
I think the implication is that she could only, like, hack him for a little. And she wasn't capable of keeping control of him.
Okay. They probably should have explained that, I guess. Chris, we should have about 5 who are willing to play today. Well, unfortunately, we are not playing Mecha Chameleon today. But on Monday we'll do it. We're not playing it today. Yeah, okay. So that'll be the implication. Okay. And so then, as we're going through or whatever, Sonic, we can see him, we see how his character is kind of like, what's it called? Being deteriorated, but he's still able to go on, and that kind of gives Sage like some hope, or like, oh, maybe he can do this, and
maybe he's him.
And so you know what, as we're going through, it does kind of like let the other characters shine. Everybody's helping, everybody's doing all this stuff. So the story is a means to, I guess, character development, I suppose. Character development and history, but not so much the story itself. Like Sonic Adventure 2 was like, that was a story. that was like
they were telling a tight story there. This game is like they made a vehicle for you to go talk to your characters and interact and see what their thoughts are on things. And then it just gets like absurdly grand out of nowhere right at the end.
I wouldn't say
like it's not out of nowhere because you're getting hints of what happened before as you're going through the game. But the escalation is still insane from what it started out as.
Did it feel like an escalation? I feel like from
when the end of all things shows up at the very end of the game. Yes, I would call that an escalation. When you go from looking to your friends to you have to defeat the entropy of the universe. Okay. Yes, that's an escalation.
Okay, but it is not an unforeseen escalation, because remember, as we're going through these islands or whatever, we're seeing like the flashbacks of like what they were actually going through, and we know that it was something really, really bad, and then obviously we get that final cutscene, and so like we know. So I feel like it's not crazy, and they've been kind of prepping us like the whole.
I just feel like again, it happened way too soon. Like, it should not have happened in this game. And it should not have been dealt with in this game.
We had to... Well, hey, technically, do we even know that it's
Final
been...
Horizon.
We don't even know if it's technically been fully dealt with. There could be another one out there.
I guess, man. It's going to be so threatening after we've already beaten one.
Well, we don't have... I think because I think at the implication at the end of Final Horizon or whatever, like we don't have Supersonic 2 anymore. Like I think
that's fine. We can get Shadow to help.
Ooh, are we finally gonna get?
We don't have Supersonic 2, but instead we have 2 Supersonics.
Are we gonna have Shattuck? Are they finally gonna do the fusion dance?
It's gonna happen.
Did you ever watch Nazo Unleashed on YouTube? Or
of course.
Yeah, or maybe even Newgrounds.
Tails got brutalized. Yeah, I watched Nazo Unleashed.
Did you watch the remaster that they released later on?
No, I did not.
I think they added a few things but it does look better.
I would hope. Be real, that first one did not look great.
Bro, it looked amazing in 2009 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I was going crazy. But like, the story, like I think they told a cohesive story. Like there was a direct start. There was like, a whole lot of stuff in the middle. There's like, some rising action and tension. Is Sonic gonna die? Who knows? And then we have, the final climax of both the stories. So while I don't think it's like, the number one story, I think this was a pretty good story.
It's passable.
I think it was, I think it was easy to follow. I don't feel I feel satisfied
at what was happening in the story.
Yeah, because after we come off these other Sonic games that make us angry.
Mm-hmm.
This game we got, at least in my opinion, at least for me, I was satisfied with what I got by the end. Like
there was a satisfying conclusion to it,
and
the story did not leave me unsatisfied.
Cherry on top, we have Sage and Eggman holding hands at the end of Final Horizon.
Sage and Eggman just carried everything.
Low key a little bit. low key, but like I don't want to give this too high glaze. Like if you're asking me what we would rank the story, my first thought would be like a 7 or an 8. But
I don't think it goes any higher than that.
A 10? This 10 story?
No. Oh my god, 10 story? Sonic Frontier's perfect story. The greatest story ever told.
It's definitely not that. Absolutely not.
I'm sitting around like a 7 or a 6.
I think a 7 is fair. I think a 7 is fair.
It's fine by me.
If they had done more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more building, I guess, with the ancient, maybe get them a little bit more integrated into, I guess they. Nah, I'm not
Tell you,
gonna
if
say
this
that.
was just like a second game.
So what if they did it like this? What if they didn't have the end at the end of like the first ending or whatever? Oh, I guess technically they didn't. Well, I guess wait, what was his name?
I mean,
what was his full name?
What, Supreme?
Was it so at the first ending or whatever, in the base game? I don't think they called him. Did they call him the end?
No, they do.
Oh, they do? Okay, well, never mind then. Never mind. I was okay. So let's say the end was not the final boss like the first ending, but he was at the end of the second ending. Would that make it better? At the end of Final Horizon, would that make it better?
Maybe.
It's almost like he's like a secret final boss.
I think it would be better that way, but I still think it might be too soon to have it in this game.
Okay.
Just for like the scale of what what the enemy is supposed to be.
The end of all things.
The end of all things. That destroyed this ancient civilization.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
They call chaos. Eggman calls chaos the god of destruction, but he shows up and it's like a kaiju in New York City. It doesn't feel that crazy for it to be there in Sonic Adventure. Sonic Frontiers is like you're getting your friends back, and then the entire universe is about to end.
Yeah. The scale does seem pretty big, considering
just a lot.
But I guess considering that we're dealing with aliens, maybe that's not too crazy. I guess.
I don't
know. Well, yeah. I think the story is about a 7, and it could even get pushed up depending on how we rank some of these other stories. But it's probably around here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Boss battles. Boss battles. I
don't think very highly of many of these boss battles.
All right, let's talk.
I don't think very highly of any of these boss battles.
Let's talk about it, Caleb. Let's talk about it, big dog.
All right.
Let's go crazy with it.
All right. Talk about Giganto and his 2 attacks.
Yeah. You know what? Let's talk about Giganto and his 2 attacks, because I think very highly of the boss battles.
I think he is a fun sandbag to hit.
I think boss battles are not strictly just what attacks they do. It is about the scale and cinematics of what the whole entire package is. If you think about, other big grand boss or whatever, like if they were like, smaller, kind of like, mid-level enemies, you'd be like, oh, it's whatever. But when they're really big and when they have like, lots of cinematics, lots of things that's going on, like as you're fighting them, that's cool. That's great. That gives a great impression of what a battle is.
I disagree.
And I think even when
boss, he's great.
Yes.
You hit him and he dies.
You do hit him and he does die.
You hit him in big ways and he dies.
And that is very, especially on a first, I want to say this specifically though. In a first playthrough, when you only fight them one time, we'll get to the other thing a little bit later.
Let's be clear. These bosses are being ranked separate. There's gonna be a different ranking for these bosses after we talk about them the first time.
Giganto or whatever, like they're incredible. Like just fighting them, using the combos, using the fighting system. We'll talk about all that later too. But like just being able to like use Super Sonic for the first time ever to fight with his hands. My bro's finally done using his forehead. He's got these now.
The
Wait.
fighting system with them is very fun when you don't have to actually engage with it.
It's so cool. Okay. Then they all have a moment or whatever where they do some kind of attack to Supersonic, and you have to do your little cutscene thing, and the cutscenes are sick. Oh my god, the music blaring in the back of the music is incredible. Everything about the direction is amazing. Okay, I know we were talking about cinematography, but I think this is where they shine. I think in even the Giganto boss fight, you have Sonic freaking flying around or whatever, and he's like holding his giant mouth open. He's like breaking out. He's doing all this crazy stuff, and then you have the final the final move or whatever, where he's like spearing through,
he spears through him.
He's so cool. The fight is so cool, man.
I think there's room for improvement there, but it's still good.
It's so cool.
It's still good.
Like even we'll get to that a little bit.
The first playthrough seeing these hits different. Well, I don't like the way Wyvern ends, but hey, can't win them all.
You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about Wyvern. I think on the first playthrough, Wyvern
on the first playthrough and not in Final Horizon.
It's so cool. It's so cool. You're like, wait, okay, it's kind of an on rail section thing, but you're like, wait, I'm moving kind of fast, and you can you block his moves or whatever. You start attacking me, send the missiles back, and you're like,
the missiles back at him.
Oh wait,
start swatting him out of the way every time he tries to swing at you.
Then
they
you
do
have
a
your
good
little
job of making Supersonic feel actually untouchable.
Yes. Then you have the cutscenes or whatever.
Until Final Horizon.
He puts all the missiles together or whatever because he surrounds you. And Sonic's like, bro, I'm the GOAT.
Kicks him at the boss to do no damage.
It did some damage. Okay, it knocked him away.
It does no damage. It does no damage.
It knocked him away a little bit.
No, it does. It actually does 0 damage.
I'm just saying his health bar went down after we did that. I think
it goes down after you hit him. After.
I think it happens after you hit him with the missiles, right? Am I crazy? I thought after the cutscene his health. You know what? It doesn't even matter, okay? Because I did a super sick thing and I kicked him back at him because I'm the GOAT. And then you have the other cutscene or whatever where he's like, all of the missiles are chasing you. You hold his mouth open, you open his mouth and let all the the missiles go in, and you're like, oh. Or the one cutscene where you can spin him around with a parry. Like, oh my god, he's so cool. He's so cool, bro. What is this? Also you're just going around the entire map, like just actually the whole island, which makes sense, right? Because you're a flying enemy. Oh, his. I was going crazy. I didn't even notice you were gone. Okay, well. Oh well, you know what? Don't even worry about that, Caleb. You can always join it on your phone. Just pull up with the phone mic. Or but if you do need to actually go do something else or whatever while you're dealing with the power outage, yeah, that's also fine too, of course. AC took him out. That's crazy. This is what it's like living in New England. It's crazy. Okay, all right, yeah, we'll give you a minute. Okay, yeah, I'll get back on the spiel once you get back. But yeah, oh my god, I was truly geeking at all these boss fights. Okay, we'll see what you guys are saying over here. Oh yeah, Ace had a wall of text. Let me see. For me, I feel like the only time the world really feels fun or decent to look is during the boss fights, and I feel like the worlds weren't meant to match the theme of the game, but instead to match the bosses, and that feels kind of weird to me. I would disagree. I feel like the worlds actually match the themes that they are trying to convey. Kind of cybernetic aesthetic, ancient tech aesthetic. I think that is what they are trying to show, and I think they showed that pretty well, at least in my opinion. Me and Caleb would disagree on that, but I think they did, just by what is on the ground in the world and how the technology affected the ancient world. I think it does. The bosses actually, they also looked incredible. So it's 92 right now at 9 p.m. Are you guys hotter than Texas right now? Oh no, never mind. No. It's 93 right now, but it's only 8 p.m. Yeah, it's only 8 p.m. So Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you guys are just gonna have to die. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, unfortunate. It hasn't broken 100 in Texas yet. So you guys are feeling it worse than us. That's tough. That is tough, my guys. That is tough. I'm on the other side. It's been really humid. Yeah, yeah, which is worth. It's a little moisture on the body. A little moisture. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Ooh, so even though I can't climb with you guys on Friday, I'm gonna see if I can sneak in a session or two when I'm in Oklahoma. I'm gonna see if I can get some sessions in if I have some time, which might be pretty cool for me anyway. Our summers are humid. Yeah, I really wish I could have stayed in Boston during the summers when I was in college. Unfortunate that I could. What? Yeah, unfortunate that I couldn't or didn't. Wait, did I stay for one of the summers? Because we had an apartment. We did have an apartment. Did I stay? I guess we would have, right?
I lived.
I can't. Oh, he's back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
I think
going crazy just talking about how cool the Wyvern was.
yeah, I think the power in my area just surged because obviously everyone's got AC on since it's like almost 100 degrees.
And Boston is not built for that.
Nope.
Like not at all. But yeah. So yeah, Wyvern, like the cinematics there was cool. You're going around like the whole level, fighting him as Super Sonic. Oh, he's so cool. What's going? Knight.
He dies to inflation in the Sonic way.
Okay, not inflation. He died to missiles. Okay, not inflation. They blew up.
Inflation.
Okay. Then you had the Knight. Oh my god, the Knight. He just looks so cool, and you're like, but I will say,
He looks so cool until you hit that shield.
you know what? He still looks pretty cool. He still looks pretty cool, regardless.
You hit that shield and he launches you away, and you've got to ride down through those missiles that are coming from off screen out of nowhere.
I did in fact not like that because there did not seem to be a way to just avoid the missiles. Actually,
I don't even know what you're supposed to do still.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually.
The only way I found to deal with it is to just kill him before he can do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were saying like do the whatchamacallit, the cyclo loop or whatever, like while he has the shield up. I couldn't get that to work. Like not even once.
That's crazy. I just killed
like
him.
I like anytime he put the shield up, I was like, all right, cool, time to do the cyclo loop, and it just didn't work. And I was like, well, okay, well, whatever. So I had to kill him after the shield was up, and that worked fine.
Dang.
Yeah, when you're doing that boss fight, oh my, that's some of the Sonic is so cool, bro. He grabs
Sonic
his
with
sword.
A sword. Oh my god, it's so cool. If only there
Where
was
could we have
another
seen that
game
before?
where Sonic had a sword.
Yeah, but not. This sword was way bigger, and he hit him with the anime mid slice.
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
He was like, ha! And then the enemy slowly cut in half, and then he blew up. I was like, oh, Sonic, you're so cool.
Sonic
I think
it's a pretty good game.
I have it unopened. I thought it was on the shelf, but it's probably in my. It's somewhere. I have it. Yeah, he was so cool. He was so cool. All of like, the main 3 boss fights or whatever. I just think Sonic, low-key, he might have never been cooler, bro. Okay, I don't. That might be saying too much, but he was very, very cool.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool in this. The only thing that's kind of lame about it is that he doesn't really talk during the boss fight.
I know. I even said that too. I was like, man,
it's
Sonic
actually kind of like jarring that he doesn't say anything.
It's crazy. It is the only time he says something is during the last boss fight. That's like the only time he says anything in supersonic form, and I thought that was crazy. I was like, what? But yeah, he's very, very cool. Now,
but unfortunately, while you were getting to those boss fights, there was maybe 2 moments where you had to do a hacking minigame.
Hacking minigame.
A hacking minigame very similar to Ikaruga.
Okay, you're right.
Was foreshadowing for the final boss of the game.
You're right. And you know what?
A long Ikaruga section.
You know what, Caleb? While I have never played Ikaruga, but I like that gameplay style. Now
I like Ikaruga, and I've played Kirby before, so I am fine with the final boss just being a schmuck.
It was so different. Like, honestly, like, the cojones for Sega to do that and have that be the final idea. Boss.
But I was fine with it.
I just think that was so bold. It was so different. And you know what? I was rocking with it, actually. However, I do think it helped because the end where he was saying some stuff, bro. Like, he was spitting, and the music, I loved the music, actually. Mm-hmm. So it all culminated in something great at the end. I think if it didn't have all of that, I might have been sad. But them doing it like this, you know what? I'm fine with it. And technically, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever played the boss fight for Sonic Advance 3 or whatever, where, like, you know, Sonic uses, like, you know, he uses Eggman to, like, attack the enemy.
Yeah.
Like, in this game, you know, if you look at the little ship, it's actually just Sonic and Sage, like, flipping forward and back. And so
it's Supreme flipping up and down.
Yeah. And Sonic is on the other side. He's like shooting little blasts. And I think that's kind of cool. I was like, oh, I am kind of fighting a Super Sonic in a way. You know? In a way I am. That's kind of cool.
You kind of
are. But yeah, it was definitely weird. A little out of place, especially because of what the final boss is, and you not kind of knowing that he's just the moon. So it did feel extra. It almost felt like I was fighting a final boss in a Kojima game. Like, if Kojima was like, hey, guys, what if we did something different for this boss in Sonic? Like this is a Kojima level idea.
It's Yoko Taro.
Oh yeah, Yoko Taro. You know what? Better example, actually. Yeah. But you know what? It worked out for me. Not, I think, as spectacularly cool as the other bosses, but cool in its own way.
Now, if only that was the only impression we had to have of the bosses.
All right.
Unfortunately, Final Horizon decided that you would engage with these bosses to the highest extent of this game's capabilities, which are not very high.
Yeah.
All of what we had to say for these bosses was built through the lens of the busted ass parry in this game. They let you just not have to deal with how horrible their attack animations are and how unreadable everything they do is. And how bad the camera in these fights tends to be.
Especially with Giganto.
Especially with Knight drifting around.
Yeah.
Especially with Wyvern clipping through your entire screen.
Bro, Wyvern was hitting me with some stupid stuff. I think the game was actually broken. I don't know what was going on.
Wyvern had Oki. That was Milia.
I don't know what
set play to you.
like there would be some situations or whatever where we're about to go into like his cutscene where I'm supposed to parry, but I think I get hit by a missile. I think, and then sometimes
even though you get hit by the missile, it still goes through to when he's meleeing you, and you have to react to the melee as you're getting hit by the missile.
And one time he meleeed twice. Like he did the claw attack, and I was like, freak. And then he did it again. I was like, wait, I wasn't ready actually. What? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. That was dumb.
Let's just give you a perfect parry. After all these hours of playing this game, you fought these bosses one time, maybe like 7 hours ago.
And they said,
now perfect parry them with a hard time limit on you. And don't get hit by anything leading up to the fight.
I think
stupid idea.
I think this would have been much worse if the music wasn't so cool and Sonic.
But we're not talking about the music right now.
I'm counting like the full boss fight like as like a whole thing or whatever. You know. I'm going to say doing this was awful. Like having to do this in perfect parry or whatever was awful. Okay, that was just bad. I'm saying the only thing that made it even somewhat like if I have to cling on to anything to keep my sanity, the music kept me there, and Super Sonic just being so cool kept me able to keep going. But I think the decision that Sega made to even have this as a section is awful. Man, it's mandatory, and it's awful for a mechanic that you low-key didn't even have to do the entire game.
It's not. They made it up. They tell you can only perfect parry, but perfect parry was not a mechanic. There was no perfect parry.
They just made it up, bro. They just made it up. And
they literally just made it up.
And also,
if you didn't play a game with a parry before this, you probably don't know what that means.
You're right. You're correct. They did low-key kind of, like, now this goes, like, into the combat system or whatever, but, like, they did kind of railroad you into, like, one play style, actually. At least before I could pretend, I could, do all the other
something
moves.
To do. But it turns out every move you unlock is worthless outside of the song and the stupid little spin to get your side loop gauge back.
I thought the
no
kick
to any
into
other
the
move.
I thought the kick into the stomp was my bread and butter. That was a good amount of damage.
Yes, you don't even need it. You could just do homing attack stomp.
Okay, you were saying homing attack.
You could just loop it.
Like I could just press square. Like did he just do like a regular homing attack?
You could just press square to do a regular homing attack and then do another stomp.
Maybe I should have done that. But I like the loop. The loop was cool. But yeah, it was
optimal. Takes too long.
It was bad. Also, I did not know about the Cyclo loop doing more damage, actually. I'm sorry. That's kind of like, because I did it by accident once and I did more damage. I was like, oh man, that was cool. But then I kind of didn't register that, that should be like your main loop.
You're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
It didn't matter before because you could just fight the bosses and they would die.
Yeah. I will say one thing, and I do appreciate this about, other games. I guess I do appreciate a game, I guess kind of like forcing you to like use the mechanics that they laid out for you.
I think it's cool for a game to demand mastery from you. I think this game's combat system is not good enough to justify it. I think they thought they made a better game than they did.
I think what they really wanted, at least from Final Horizon, they really wanted to give you a challenge, They're like, the game was too easy, and so they overcorrected.
They didn't make a good enough game for a challenge.
And so they tried to force one in. They didn't do it. They didn't make the challenge right. They didn't.
In other ways, they
fine tune it enough. Yeah,
in other ways
Sekiro,
they did.
Sekiro. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, you say other games or other ways?
No, I'm saying in other ways they did make a game good enough for a challenge, just not in the combat.
You're right. Shouts to platform.
And they really should not have made multiple trials that were just combat.
I think the spinning top one was definitely low key. Now it might be because I was just playing it wrong, but low key, the one with like the spinning top dudes, it might be worse than the trials. I'm sorry, it might be worse than the boss rush. It might be, bro.
I think it's bad just because you fought that enemy before and you've never had to deal with it that way.
You've never had to deal with it. Apparently, you're supposed to just like have him spin the thing.
You're supposed to parry it and then homing attack it twice and then parry it again.
You've never had to do anything like that in your life.
But for whatever reason,
crazy.
They tell you that you can only use side loop. And I'm like, okay, the way I dealt with it before was I would just side loop the shield off of him and hit him and he'd die. Nope.
Also, it's not even a normal parry. It's only you only parry it once it's actually coming back to him, not if he launches it like at you and you're like away from him. You have to be like close or like it's crazy what they want to do.
You have to like start a loop with him.
However,
and it takes like 30 seconds to kill one.
I beat him without doing the parry thing because I didn't know about that at first. So I think I'm just the GOAT. I only had like 3 seconds left, and I was doing it pretty.
Sure, man.
Whatever. Pretty close. It was awful. It was awful. Those trials were awful.
I tried it and was like, "There's no way this is what they want me to do," and just started trying other stuff. I think the first trial sucked.
So
I think that first trial was them just giving up on making a game.
They said, "Hey, these guys, they're fast, and
they can just do anything, bro." Not only are they fast, we didn't figure out how to just make them attack fast and move fast, so they also fall out of your combos fast too.
It was so stupid. It was so dumb. Yeah, that whole thing was the trials were dumb.
They had the nerve to give up like that and then be like, also, since we're so proud of our combat that we couldn't figure out how to make a fun trial to do before this, fight every boss on a time limit. Completely unupgraded. With run-ups to them so that if you get hit, you have to start over.
They had the nerve. Woo!
Fight these bosses with attack animations that we know you can't read because we designed a parry around you not being able to read them.
The Wyvern is a crime against humanity. The Wyvern specifically is a crime against humanity. Like, actually.
Like it does like a triple backflip corkscrew before hitting you with its tail. And the sound of and the audio cue is a lie because it just plays during the whole attack. There is no actual cue. It's just there to make you think there's an audio cue.
You just have to get it once and then hopefully you remember where that timing was. That's all. And I hated it.
Even the final boss, the very final boss of Final Horizon that you would think, okay, you added a perfect parry at the last second. Surely this boss would be easy to read so that you can actually use the thing. It still has that one attack when you're on the second part of the side loop where the orbs will literally clip through him to hit you.
That was so stupid. Orbs clipping through him to hit me is
or the camera
actually
just
garbage
not
tier.
Working. The camera being stuck on trees as orbs are flying at you. It's like, dude, why did you even do this?
Oh, also, I'll say, now you probably had a different experience, but I never had to swap the target at any point in the game ever. So when
it's
the
like
final boss, yeah, and so when the final boss was like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I attack him, like, oh, he regenerates, like, oh yeah, I'm cyclo looping or whatever, and I guess I just have to out damage him with the second one. But when that wasn't working, I was like, well, what's going on? And then, chat, they eventually had to tell me, like, oh, yeah, you're supposed to press, like, the bumper or whatever to, like, swap between.
I thought about telling you, and I just didn't because I thought it'd be funnier to see you suffer.
When did the game tell me about that?
You had to suffer a little bit. They don't tell you. If you lose to it, it just says, it gives you a tip that's like, try looking for something else.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I was about to beat the boss on my first try. And then the game gave me that tip and said, try looking for someone else. And instead of fighting it, I started to fly around looking because I'm like, okay, there must be something here I'm supposed to get. Maybe there's like a gun or something. Nope.
Did the game ever tell you about, like, the bumper mechanic, like, at any other point? Because I actually don't remember. It's fine, I guess, if they told me, like, way back in the beginning, I just don't remember.
There are some enemies that'll put up a shield that you can, like, dodge around with it. But I don't think there's another time where you target a different part of the enemy. I think you could do it against Knight with his shield. And you'll, like, target his head behind him. I think.
Maybe that's how I was supposed to get the cyclo loop on him. Because I couldn't do it against the shield or whatever. Yeah. So I thought that part of the final boss was dumb. Actually, I don't like it when
It's
games
almost like
have.
it's almost like it was a horrible design way to target another part of the enemy. It's not like we have a lock-on button we could have used.
It could have been a bad thing. Who knows?
What? How would anyone think that? Yeah, the way I want to fight this boss and target that thing on its head is that I have to run up to it, attack it, and then dodge, and then hopefully lock onto the tube. And then I have to do it again to target the gun on its back, and then side loop the gun. And then when the gun lands, I have to go do it again to target the gun, and then side loop it again.
And you better hope you get another side loop, because if you don't, you gotta do it all again, baby.
Yeah, you need to quick side loop it because he's gonna get back up fast if you try and do it the normal way.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know
You need
that.
the quick side loop. It's funny. It's dumb. It's so dumb.
But be that as it may, you know what?
Sonic does do cool stuff in that boss fight. I like the little extra parry where you like backhand stuff away.
Oh, he's so cool.
Sonic does a raging demon for some reason. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, it's because he's sick, bro. What? They gave him so much sauce. He was orb farming so hard.
He's like controlling gravity and stuff. Does a little finger snap. Why is Sonic doing that to this guy? He like barely knows him. Why does he hate him like this?
It's because he was feeling himself, bro. He was feeling it, and you know what? I was feeling it too. That's why, even though I had to do the boss fight a couple times, he started acting different.
He got a little extra power and started aura farming.
He did.
For no reason.
His eyes turned blue and he went
universe.
crazy. Also, I think it's funny that his eyes turn blue, like in the Sonic movies. When he gets a little, little
like in the Sonic
energy
movies,
or whatever.
It's like in the Sonic movies, not like in Dragon Ball. No, not like that.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball.
That's why he gets the lightning on him, like Super Saiyan 2, but it's not like Dragon Ball at all. No.
Yeah, exactly. It was. He was doing
part
cool
of the boss
things.
battle, but I like how at the end he gets like the fake little Fleetway eyes. He gets the spiral in him.
Wait, he does what? Wait, what?
Don't you know about Fleetway Supersonic? Where he has like the crazy spirals in his eyes.
Oh yeah. When he's like crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
He gets something kind of like that when he gets shot out of the gun.
Oh, I think I might have missed that then. I don't think I saw that actually.
Yeah, it's like a very blink and you miss it moment.
I definitely missed it. I just thought it was so cool that Sonic turned himself into a bullet to go through the moon. Yo, Super Sonic, having damage?
If only it was after a more fun boss fight.
I think the fight
even that fight is like the boss doesn't actually do that many attacks. He just throws orbs at you and he punches you 3 times.
But hey, we get to see Sonic's parry with those punches.
Oh wow, so cool.
And we get to see his raging demon. Oh, if you get all 3, oh, he's so cool. He's so cool.
I wish it was in a more fun game to play.
Okay, all right. I think that's all the boss.
There's
battles.
no way Sega didn't have access to people who are better at making a character action game. There's no way.
Don't they own
for their premier franchise, for their mascot character, they couldn't do better.
I guess maybe. Well, you know what? This is their first time ever doing a combat system like this. So
all I'm saying is, Platinum was doing whatever.
Did Platinum worked on this game, or are you saying something
No.
else? Oh,
I wish they did.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
I'm saying what I'm saying is that Platinum was literally doing whatever they wanted with whoever. They could have gotten them very easily.
They should have got him on.
They could have gotten Platinum.
I
get some in. Get some help. Yeah, get them for some consulting.
They probably need a little bit of help.
Maybe you wouldn't have made. I'm gonna wait until we get to how he feels in control.
Okay.
I
I
gotta wait.
think I think in the grand scheme of everything that is a boss fight
I
in
can't
this
give this a
game.
I can't give this perfect score. It's gotta be like
Okay, it's
7. It's
it's not
gotta
gonna
be
get
a
a perfect
7.
score. A 7? Oh, okay. You know, I was gonna say about a 7 because I think, like, you know, the things you were saying were completely fair, right? Like a lot of these bosses don't even have more than
If it was
attack
just
time or
Final
whatever.
Horizon, this would be like a 3.
That's actually so funny. If it's just Final Horizon, we just fight the final. Well, actually, you know what? It could even be cool because that means we never fought the Titans before, and this is our first time fighting them. So it just has like a nah. You're right. Nah, I take it back.
No.
You're right. Nah, I take it back.
Because you'd still have to fight him the
I
same
thought about
way.
it.
You just hate the
Nah.
boss.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. yeah. Boss battle
Final
7. I
Horizon
think
making
that's.
me want to make that a 6, but it can stay at 7. Nah, it's a 6.
We'll go
Nah,
we'll
it's a
go ahead.
6. I'm saying 6.
We can leave it there if anything, because you know, if we're taking in like the totality of, like, you know, the beginning boss fights or whatever, and how cool they are to do it the first time. Even when you're fighting the second time or whatever, you know, you still have the spectacle and all that's still cool or whatever. Even in the last boss fight,
But
there
what
is
if the
still
only
there's
second
still
time you
very
have is
cool.
Final Horizon?
You said what?
What if the only second time you have is Final Horizon?
Yeah, what if?
What if?
I just think it's fine. Like it gets bumped down because of that boss fight and the last one, but everything else, like even in the final boss fight or whatever, you still have great music, and Sonic is actually sick the whole time. And you even have, like, you know, you even see your friends helping, but that's like more something else, whatever.
Yeah,
It's just
whatever.
what's happening in the boss fight.
Whatever.
Yeah. Level design. Okay, so I actually had a question about this. How do we want to tackle it? Like, do we want to just tackle? I guess we would tackle. Do we want to put in, I guess, the cyberspace levels, and then just kind of
Well, yeah,
meld
we'd
them
have to
in
say
with
the
like the
cyberspace
overworld?
levels, because those
I'm
are
sorry.
like good.
No, I guess I meant like. Well, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, we'll just talk about it kind of like how we talked about everything else.
Cyberspace levels are separate from the islands, I'll say.
Okay. Okay.
I would say that those don't really influence anything having to do with the island.
So are
What
we
exactly do we
counting
wanna
the
talk
overworld
about
as
here?
levels? As a level?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Which means that we don't have much to say for that first island.
um
We could talk about the enemies there. We could talk about Squid and how it sucks.
Squid and how it's like, I do think it kind of sucks because it kind of wastes your time.
It just takes too long.
Yeah, it does. It does.
In fact,
It just
that's
takes
like
way
a
too
theme
long.
for a lot of these enemies. A lot of those, are they just called Guardians? I'm pretty sure they're just called Guardians. Whatever. You know the enemies I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of them feel like they're just there to kind of waste your time.
Well,
I need like a list.
I don't know if it, at least for me, it doesn't feel like a lot of them wasted my time. Like, you know, I mean, Squid definitely does. But like, I think about like the giant
Squid
tower or
does.
whatever. He's not
The
really
tower's
wasting my
just
time.
there.
You can like go up and whatever. Ninja, he's definitely not wasting my time. He's just throwing hands the whole time.
Ninja just dies.
Bro, I was dying to Ninja Plus. Master Ninja Plus was cooking me the whole time. He was actually insane. Whatchamacallit? You know, the big gorilla. I don't even know if he's a gorilla, but like the electric fence one. You know, I feel like my time wasn't necessarily
Sumo?
wasted.
I like Sumo.
Yeah.
You got
You
the
know.
bouncer where you bounce around to launch him into the electricity.
Yep.
Sumo's cool. Shark sucks.
I actually, I believe I liked most of the Guardians actually. Like I thought they were pretty cool little, like, I guess mini bosses to fight in the world. I think I did rock with them actually. You know, Now, you know, it didn't make me want to, you know, fight them over and over and over again,
There's
but,
more
you
I
know,
like
once or
that,
twice was cool.
But the few that suck are like, man, I never want to fight this thing again. Like Tank.
Which one was Tank?
There was not a single point in my life where I wanted to fight Tank ever again.
Which one was that? Was that the golden bug?
Yeah, it's a little. Is he golden? He's red, isn't he? A little four-legged bug.
I think there are two. I think there's a red one and a gold one. Is that is the red one where he hits you with the tornado or whatever? He like.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
he sends you flying into a tornado. There's Shark, which is just like a big cutscene.
That one wastes your time. That one really
is the biggest time waster I've ever seen. It's crazy.
Cutscene's still kind of cool.
I think. What did Spider do? I remember Spider being kind of late.
Was Spider the one where you had to do the
sky?
rings?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Spider launches you into a sky. That one's ugh.
I think what wasn't Spider the one where you had to like jump on the rails or whatever and like circle the rails and stuff and avoid?
No, that's Strider.
Strider, that's what it was.
Yeah, Strider's the big tower.
Very close in name.
Yeah, Spider is the one on top of the volcano.
Did I ever fight him? Did I ever fight him? I might not.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't.
And
guess what? You fight him, he launches you into the air, and you have to dive down at him. It's very cool. It's not cool at all.
Wow. Yeah, you know, I actually didn't have a problem like most of the mini bosses. You know, for like, you know, killing them once anyway. Obviously, I don't.
Did you ever fight the big one that's floating around Chaos Island?
Yes.
Fortress, where while you're going around doing your own thing, he just decides that now you're fighting him.
Yep. I'm just like, all right. I mean, he was pretty similar to Squid, except you're on a rail.
It's just
now,
Squid,
guess,
but
right?
on rail.
Yeah.
Which means he's not great.
Whatever, I guess. Yeah, what else in the level design? You know, all the rails and like mini challenges and stuff that are there. I think they're, you know what? I'll say it. I like doing some of these little mini challenge things.
Some of the little tower things are cool. They're like Ubisoft towers. They're alright.
They are.
The ones where you have to like run. The ones where you have to run to get to a certain thing are cool. You know, make it over here in this time limit. Whatever. Go find these things to stomp on. Sure. Come back here at night when there's no way to pass the time in game. I hate the game.
I think that's crazy. Them doing that.
Why'd you do this to me?
The first time I played this.
Why are the days in this game 15 minutes long while the nights are only 5? And why do you have night-only missions during this? Then why do you have night-only missions?
Great question. Because they were still thinking about Sonic Unleashed.
What, man? Chronos Island is kind of whatever. It exists.
The first time I did this, I believe I completed all the maps. Because I was actually just enjoying it enough. I was like, oh, wait. Like, I just got sucked into it.
I completed all the maps for this playthrough.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. I didn't do it this time. Stream reasons, of course.
Gotta get that fast travel. That fast travel that you can only unlock after you've cleared the entire map.
I just did the fishing just so I could find the Cocos, and I just traveled to them and then went from there. I just got the Coco maps for that fast travel.
Had to unlock everything. How else was I gonna find the music for that jukebox? Boy, do I have stuff to say about that.
Oh, you sure do.
Not yet. Ares Island, I actually like. Outside of Shark existing.
Yeah, Ares Island was the sand.
Ares Island is probably the best one.
You know, I really like the first one the best. I just really like the vibe there. I thought it was really cool to run around in that area specifically. I don't know. I just really like that area. I thought it was really fun to just be in. But that's just me though. I can say which one was my favorite. Definitely wasn't the third island. Say that one.
Third island is the worst island in the entire game. Oh my god, it sucks so bad. Why did they do that? Why is every single every interactable thing you interact with on that thing, in that island just puts you in 2D. Every single thing you touch. Did you touch a spring? You're in a 2D section. Did you touch one of those little treadmills? You're in a 2D section. Did you go on a rail? You're in a 2D section. And you have no idea where it's going to end up sending you. It was such a pain in the ass just to move around that island. Oh my god.
It was also the most disconnected island in terms of like, you know, all like actually getting to where you needed to.
If you want to just go, if you want to just make it to the goal, whatever that is at the moment, you had to like solve a riddle. It was crazy.
Really, it was really annoying and really confusing.
There is this big goal. There's the map point they want you to get to is up on this upside down pyramid in the sky. What you actually have to do is go all the way to the west to hit this one random spring that will launch you on a rail that takes you up there. Why didn't you know that, you stupid idiot?
Yeah, come on, keep exploring, nerd. Come on, what are you doing? Like, yeah, you're right. I guess I should have explored harder. I should have
just looked harder. And then it ends in a mandatory bad pinball game.
Oh, the pinball game. Oh, it was the worst thing ever. You know what? It was way worse the first time I did it. I think I'm just a little bit better now, but it was excruciating the first time I did it. It was so bad.
It was. I can't believe it didn't get patched out.
I'm saying. Is it
every other quality
is this better or worse?
Made, and they kept that.
Is this better or worse than the pinball section from for getting the gold ring in Sonic Lost World? Did you get that one?
Gave up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't. I tried and then I fell out of it and was like, I'm not doing this.
No, that one was worse, but this one was still pretty bad. This being mandatory is also insane.
Exactly. It being mandatory actually makes it worse.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what is this? Like, what?
You don't play pinball at any other point in this stupid game. Why did they do that?
Sonic game, it's mandatory. Gotta have it, I guess. Gotta have a pinball thing in there.
The ancients love their pinball, I guess. They love playing pinball at a volcano.
I thought it would have been really funny if they would have tried to give an in-lore reason to explain why it was pinball. Like, I think it'd be really funny if it was like, yeah, you know, back in the day, this was their way of like, you know, solving issues in our world or whatever.
No, this was how they opened doors. This is their passkeys.
They had to play pinball.
Instead of a
like
pin number, they had to hit their pinball score. They had to get a PB.
And if they don't do it, they had to stop the game and try again.
Yeah. You don't get a PB, you're locked out of your house forever.
That's why they're pinball masters.
Yeah, Chaos Island bad. It's just bad. I've never been so mad just trying to get somewhere in a Sonic game. Is that a lie? I don't think that's a lie. Even in Sonic 06, I could just walk where I needed to go. This game's like, you get to Chaos Island, it's like, okay, all I want to do is just go straight. Sorry, you're in a 2D section, you're going backwards, idiot.
You're going backwards now, like, okay, sure, I guess.
That island had me mad every time I hit a spring.
2D, I will say, you know what? This is more just like, you know, talking about like everything else like there, but it's like I at least appreciate that there was a little challenge to do pretty much everywhere you went, so you know you could always be doing something. There was always a rail to grind on. There was always a way to get speed or something, and I thought that was pretty cool.
There was always something to do, completely disconnected from the level geometry of the actual island, but it was always something to do.
And it was fun. Sometimes, for the most part.
It was fun sometimes. Sometimes, as long as you weren't on Chaos Island.
Yes. And the whatchamacallit, the cyberspace levels, yeah, they were pretty much all cool. I can't get over.
I think there was one. I gotta just say this.
Oh, what's up?
What the hell were they cooking, making an open world Sonic game and then making an entire island that's 2D? What were they thinking? Why did they do that? Okay, now continue. I just had to get that
out. I was just saying that, you know, the cyberspace levels, like they were all pretty cool. I think there might have been one. Cool. I think there was one drifting one, but that might have been Sonic Generations. So I just can't remember.
No, the drifting one was in this, and it sucks. Okay. And the way to do it properly is to just jump over all the little boosters that try to start drifting you.
Yep.
That's the way you do it. You see that little rainbow booster, and you jump right over it.
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong with that, because like they've done drifting before in games, and it's felt fine. What happened?
This one just
Why did drifting feel so bad? It felt awful.
You're better off literally just jumping over and doing a light speed dash to collect the red rings.
Yeah, honestly.
But outside of those, I would say that the cyberspace levels in this game are like what Sonic Forces was trying to do. They're really short, open-ended sections where you can go through and just try to show your mastery of it and try and beat your time and speed run.
Yes. That's exactly what they were. And they were cool for it.
It's just really condensed Sonic levels.
And it works in this game because of the way that it's presented, but it does not work in Forces because of the way that it's presented.
Yeah, in Sonic Forces, those are being presented to you as like V levels to do. And that is not what they are. And also, the Sonic Forces levels kind of suck because most of them you're just boosting through and not really thinking about it.
Yeah, you kind of don't have to care.
In the cyberspace levels, there's like real gimmicks to each level you have to deal with, and you have to like plan your routes and everything to try and get a better time. It's nice. It's fun.
Isn't it? You're like, oh, I can keep up my. Now I will say one thing in the cyber levels. I guess we would. I guess we would bring this up here, but you know, you kind of don't get to keep your super speed that you get in the main hub, which I think is a little.
That is something I was gonna say, which I hated that so much on my first playthrough of this game.
I did too.
But when I went through on the second playthrough, I basically just ignored speed increases while I was going through the overworld, so it just wasn't jarring for me. I didn't upgrade my speed until the end of the game. So the cyberspace levels just felt fine to me this time around.
That's crazy. I still increased my speed, you know, because I just rock with that, but I already knew what to expect. But you know, I wish we could have brought the speed.
It also helped that I decided to make the game play better by just going into the options and changing it, because Sega couldn't figure out how to do it on their own, so they gave up and let you do it.
Did they give up, or did they give us player choice? Freedom.
They gave up.
Okay.
Hey man, right. They didn't need to do that in Sonic Adventure 2. They didn't have to do it in Sonic Unleashed. They had to do it in this game though.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. you're right.
They didn't need to tell me that they didn't need to give me an option to decrease my jump deceleration in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations.
I think they just wanted to give you enough choice, you know.
What's that? I have to choose to have my boost stay on when I'm jumping?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
why is that off by default?
Because you want to, you know, you want to play the game your way, you know. We think it should be off by default, but you know, if you want to turn it back on, go ahead and turn it back on.
I love all these jumps that just feel terrible unless you go into the options and change. That's something. That's for something. That's let me stop.
So what are we? So is there anything else we need to bring up for level design? I mean, it seems like the level design in general is like it's pretty fine, pretty good, except for Third Island, of course.
Except for Third Island, and you know, I could argue, except for something in Final Horizon, those towers. Now, I'm all for Sonic games going to be. I think it's been a long time since Sonic decided to just have a hard platforming challenge. I don't think Sonic needs to be a rage game. I'm gonna say it. We don't need Kaizo Sonic to be official.
I was definitely getting cooked in getting over at Sonic Edition.
Those towers felt like they were just there to be mean.
They were.
Like, I think there was like maybe one that was actually fun, and the rest were like, just go as slow as you can while still making it through. Because if you fall, you have to start the entire thing over again, and it's just not that.
You know, I think this is just me, just like in general. But when things are like that, like, you know, I guess a little slightly unfair at times, or like, you know, a little but something that really, like, you know, keeps killing you over and over, making you, you know, you make a slight mistake and you all go all the way down to the bottom of the tower. I get a sense of accomplishment when I finally do get through it and beat it. So even though it was making me frustrated, I can't say I had a completely bad time doing them, because I did clear them, and I think there's something to that. It's almost like in a game of like Sekiro, or like, I don't know, like a Souls game or whatever, where I'm like getting constantly destroyed and beat up to some BS that I know is some BS because the game is BS, but I'm like, yep. Oh wait, but I did it though. Wait, I'm feeling pretty good.
I kind of agree, but my thing with these challenges is, when I'm playing a Sonic game, and I've said it throughout all of these, every time we talked about a game, what do I want to do? I want to do my platforming, and I want to do it fast.
Yep.
This whole segment, every single one of those towers felt like they wanted to punish you for trying to do that.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
It's just it kind of did feel like that. You can do it, but did you max out your speed? Well, now you're going too fast to actually react to anything that's going to happen.
Wait.
What? Oh, well.
Wait. Is that why it's a little bit harder? Because I did max out my speed.
Yeah, you max out your speed. You're going too fast. Sorry. That boost will not help you.
Well, you know what? It kind of does, because like when you go off certain ledges or whatever, you get more height, so you can kind of skip some sections. I did that along the last tower anyway.
I did too.
So like, you go a little fast. You know, got that speed helps. That's cool.
And then you hit one of those narrow bridges you have to run across, and it's like, I guess I'm walking.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, bro, I don't want to die right here. I'm so high up, bro. I can't die right here. I gotta walk.
Do you want to try and boost jump to that enemy, or do you think you're not going to jump in time?
I did the boost nearly every time. I did my best. But yeah, I think like overall, even including like those final platforming sections, I think the level design, while not, you know, taking everything into account, the best in the series, I think it was, you know, I think this is fun enough to want to play.
I think the cyberspace levels are very good.
I agree. I agree.
Wait, there's one thing I forgot to mention.
Okay.
In Final Horizon, the Guardians suck. I'm gonna just say it. Their HP is so bloated. Their HP is so bloated, and so many of them are just like bullet hells now. That is not what this game
They
was.
are. You're right. You are absolutely right, bro. Master Ninja Plus, he's a demon. He's a demon, bro.
Like,
he's crazy.
Even if you want to play as the other characters, they all start off with none of their stats leveled, so you just can't fight the enemies. You have to just avoid them. There's nothing you can do to them.
And that's exactly what I did. I avoided all.
I just avoided them. I avoided them as Sonic because it's not fun to fight them.
Well, I avoided them as Sonic because I was like, oh, I already fought this enemy. This is just the same enemy, but I guess stronger. Because it was like the same. It was like the same enemy plus.
Yeah. Except they're different because now they're mean.
Ooh, whoa.
They're mean and they have way more bullets Did you fight Tank Plus? Because that thing is like the devil.
No, I saw Tank and I said no, thank you. I just
yeah.
Maybe I should have fought them
because
I did fight Spidey.
The only one I fought more than once was like Master Ninja because it's just a guy you can fight.
Bro, Ninja. I think he might have been. No, I fought 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, I need to kill Ninja. I need to kill him. I won't.
You gotta get one of them.
Embarrassed.
And Ghost. Ghost is cool.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ghost.
Oh, well, you struggle with Ghost. What happened?
Ghost made me.
All you gotta do is platform a little, man.
Ghost made me angry because originally I didn't understand that I was supposed to like circle around the tower, so I was trying to fight the Ghost. And all my rings were just being sucked out. I was like, bro, what is this?
Tragic.
And then I did do the platforming and I fell off one time. I was like, this is so stupid. Also, I think I think I did this as Tails, and it was annoying going up because he had to do his little stall with his tails like fly up or whatever. And I was like, man, this is annoying.
I don't know why it's like that. Why would he not just fly?
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that.
But we can talk about that later. We can roast Knuckles' climbing later. We're almost there. There's
anything else?
So much to say about the controls.
Anything else you need to hit on the level design?
Nah.
Okay.
Last time was cool.
I think level design, if I'm giving it all in totality, if I'm giving it a 20, there was a lot of good. There was also some really annoying bad.
Cyberspace levels are pulling a lot of weight.
They are. I mean, it's not even that I think like the main island.
We didn't even. There is one thing we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about how throughout the entire game, as you're collecting the memory tokens, you have to do these mandatory stupid ass mini games with your friends.
Oh, I forgot about those.
They're all bad.
I don't think all of them are bad. However, I do think specifically the bomb one or whatever, the one we had to.
The bomb one sucks.
The bomb one sucks, but also the one where you have to like save the Cocos from getting stomped or whatever. I thought that one too. That one was pretty bad. I thought cutting the grass was fine. I thought rolling them in without the bombs. I thought that one was fine.
Did you think it was fine or did you think it was fun?
I thought it was fine. I'm sorry. You know what? Okay, cutting the grass, that one was kind of fun.
Whatever you say, man.
A little bit.
Sure.
But that's the only one I can say that about. That's the only one I can say that about. And I think there were I don't know, 6 mini games or something like that. Can't remember.
Too many.
Maybe a little bit more.
Too many for something that's meant for a mandatory story beat.
But at least they weren't impossible. I'm gonna give level design
13.
I was gonna say a 15. What if we just level it out as a 14?
I'll allow it.
We just be right in the middle.
I'll allow it.
Because it seems, yeah. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
I do think it's more of a 13, but I'll allow it.
I mean, do I even think you're necessarily wrong?
So I'm just remembering all the goofy little puzzles you have to do, like on Ares Island with the little claw machine.
Are you talking about Tetris?
No, there's a claw machine on Ares Island you have to do. Did you forget?
Oh, with the ball. Oh. Yeah, I do remember that.
But you did remind me of... Nah, this is 13.
All right.
Tetris is like the worst tower. Oh my god. It's not even hard. It just takes long.
All right, it's fine. All right.
Why do they need a cutscene for the Tetris blocks falling? I know what's happening.
At least they weren't mandatory, though.
I guess.
But whatever. whatever. We'll leave it at 13. All right. I've seen how you know I've seen this, I suppose.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna say this. We've waited long enough. We talked long enough. I don't think we need to actually stop to listen to the music. We know what it sounds like.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
I think that's right. We know what the music sounds like.
Yeah, you're right.
But what we don't know is how we feel about the jukebox.
All right. You know what? Yeah, I'll talk about the jukebox. I think the jukebox was
It's a great idea.
It was a great idea, and I also do believe if there was no jukebox, this would still be fine with music. But the fact that they added the jukebox is amazing because they gave you literally all of Sonic's greatest hits, and they gave you another collectible to find throughout the world, which is very cool and very, very sick.
I agree with that. Unfortunately, they also gave you every version of every island theme in the jukebox. And you don't know what you're going to collect before you do it, and there's no way to exit songs out of the jukebox. If you put that thing on shuffle, there is a chance that you will be listening to Cronus Island's second movement.
Bro, you can just...
Right after you listen to Open Your Heart. And if you
That's
skip
fine.
to another song, it will not keep going on shuffle. It'll go to the next Kronos Island movement. The jukebox is bad. They did a bad job implementing it.
Oh, wait. I didn't know that. Wait, really? It doesn't just go to the next shuffle.
If you skip to the next song, the shuffle ends and it just goes on the next song on the list. You have to wait for a song to end for it to shuffle.
I didn't know that.
And they have 5 versions of every island theme in the game that you find while collecting songs. There are 20 songs in this game that are just different versions of the island theme, mixed in with the Sonic songs you actually want to listen to.
That's pretty annoying. That's actually pretty annoying.
That is why I'm not giving this game a 20.
I think that regardless of whether there's a shuffle or not, or if there's even a jukebox or not, this game gets a 20.
I disagree heavily.
I think the jukebox only adds, it does not subtract.
Anyone that was playing this game on launch turned the music off and played on Spotify.
I actually kept the music on. Like, it got to a point where I'm playing the game. I had the jukebox, but I just let the ambient background music play because I feel like the music in this game, like the ambient music or whatever, like the background music that they have at base, it just matches so well with the world that they've created. Like, it matches the aesthetic so well with no matter where I am.
The world is empty and boring, so they're playing empty and boring music.
They're playing thematically correct music that is also good music.
It's
like what you're saying is boring. I'm saying the music sounds good. The music sounds good regardless, irrespective of the world that I'm in or even of like this Sonic game. The songs themselves are good. Like they are just good music.
I think for a Sonic game where I want to move around quickly and platform quickly, I don't want to hear ambient music.
I think it's much worse.
Is it fitting for the world? Sure. Is it fitting for the gameplay? Absolutely not.
I think it's much worse if you're going for an aesthetic and you try and force and ham fist in some kind of like fast, paced music where you kind of don't want it to be. Like, I think because they wanted to make something more somber. I think that's pretty, obvious to me. They wanted to make something more somber, something a little bit more serious, and so kicking it up with like some super high bombastic music like throughout like the main levels, specifically through the main levels, like when you're in like the world, the open zone. I think it doesn't quite make a lot of sense to have that kind of song going on at like all times. Now, what we could say is maybe they could have had maybe a little bit more of an upbeat kind of vibe, maybe like a little bit, like just tune it up a little bit. But I think what they did matched.
I don't even want it to be upbeat. I just think it needed a higher BPM at the very least.
I think like as you're going through the islands, like it has like like the 3 and 4
get through it eventually.
I think it does. Yeah.
When you get to the very end of it, yeah.
And and that's also another cool thing. They have progression music.
And then
like,
you move on to another island and it's back to the beginning again.
Yeah, because you are progressing through. You get there like, oh yeah, new island, and then you progress through. One step at a time, one step at a time. As you hit the different marks, and then it gets more. And I think that makes sense. I think that's kind of a cool approach to
I think it makes sense.
This game.
I think it is uninteresting.
That's I feel like it's it's so hard. It's so hard to engage with that, like it's uninteresting. If we're gonna say it's uninteresting, it's very, very hard to, I guess, what's
down
it
to taste. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I don't know what else to tell you, man.
I guess my next thought. Can you see how it's
you can tell me everything you're saying, and I agree and understand what you're saying. I'm telling you, I don't like the music.
I think it's fair to not like the music, but can you see how it fits thematically into what they were trying to do?
Can I see how it fits thematically with the aesthetic that I don't like? Yes.
Okay. And can you say if they were, if they were going with this kind of mindset with what they were doing, then you can see like, okay, I see how they got there, and you know what? Fine. If that's what they wanted to do, I can see it. I may not like it, but you know what? I can see it. It makes sense. Like we're there.
I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
I think if we're going off of what they were trying to do, and if it works for what they were trying to do, even if you don't necessarily like it a whole lot, can you at least respect it a little bit? You'd be like, you know what? They went with their guns, and you know what? They got what they got their vision, Okay. You think you think their guns, but
just because I understand what they were
brought
going
them
for
out
doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you have to like it, but
and that doesn't mean I have to say it was a good idea.
I'm not even saying you have to say it's a good idea, but can you respect it?
Then why would I give it a 20?
Well, we're going to give it a 20 because we think, or at least I think anyway, I went back.
And I think the cyberspace levels are good. I think the overworld music is there.
That's what I was bringing back. That's why I said like I think. I said we at first, and I brought it back to me to I. I think that if you have an artist that is going for a certain, I'll bring up a great example. Like Demon Souls. I think a lot of their music is not very much so my vibe, my type. But I really respect how the music, matches the vibe that they're going for, and I think it's very artistic in that way. Even if I don't necessarily, like the song, I guess, I'm not gonna put most of their songs on like a playlist or anything like that. But I think that it works.
Island theme on the playlist.
I'm probably not gonna put a Sonic, song on the play. But as I'm going through like a Dark Souls game, I'm going to say like, wow, this music hit really, really well because I think all of these things matched up like spectacularly, for the vibe that they were going for the aesthetic. Like I think they matched what they were trying to do, and I respect that. And
this is very good tech demo music. You're correct.
Okay. And because I think that they reached what they were trying to do, and I think this music matched that very, very well, I can say like, okay, I respect it enough, and I can see the vision enough that I say like, you know what? I think this is like, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever.
Chris, you're asking me to respect the vision of something I already didn't like.
I'm asking you to respect the vision that was achieved.
I already think I don't respect the vision that was achieved. I don't think this game looks good, and I don't like the aesthetic of it. Why would I like the music that goes with that aesthetic?
again, I don't think you have to like the music. I just think if you think
then what am I rating?
You're rating what you think the developers wanted to do with the music. If you think they matched, if you think the music matches what they were going for,
how much we liked it.
Well, when we're in a deadlock like this, where we have two diametrically opposed views, we have to find somewhere else in the middle, right?
So I'm rating what you want.
No,
it's a 20.
No. That's
it's
not what we're doing.
You hear it? It's a 20.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's perfect.
That's literally you're just saying things now. That's literally not what I said at all. I'm saying
I even gave a good reason for it to not be a 20 with the jukebox, but it's a 20. Okay.
I'm not. You're saying that I'm just trying to stronghold you into making it a 20.
You are.
I feel like I am trying to get a little bit out of the box.
I don't even want to give it a low score. I'm just saying it's not perfect.
I'm saying it is, but
right.
I'm trying to convey it. I'm trying to convey it in a way to you that I guess we can at least meet somewhere we can be like, we can't. We just can't
because I don't think it's perfect.
Okay, Caleb, what would you give this game then?
I was gonna give it an 18 or a 19. That's it. I'm not giving it a perfect score because the jukebox sucks, and I don't like the music in the overworlds. I think the cyberspace levels are all great, and I think the boss themes are all great. I think the Guardian themes are good.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
They're good. I don't like the default music in the overworld. I think it's boring and it doesn't make me want to play the game. This is just music.
And I love it.
And if I'm saying sound design, I think some of the sound effects in the fight suck.
Now, I can probably get on board with that actually. some of these sound effects they're kind of funny.
This thing is not getting the perfect score.
Whenever you get hit by some enemies, whatever, it just sounds like a stock. I don't know. I think that's kind of funny.
I think it is low. I think the sound effects are low quality.
I can at least get on board with that. I can get on board with that. And you know what? If we want to ding it a little bit, all right, sure, all right. A 19.
I'm sitting at 18 or 19.
We'll go ahead. We'll go ahead. Call it a 19, and we'll let it lie. We'll let it lie.
Over here trying to die on the hill for Kronos Island Act 1.
Bro, I will. I think all the music is incredible in this game. I do. I truly believe
right
that
up there
with
with
my
Sonic
heart
Adventure 2.
If Sonic Adventure
hey, right up there with Sonic Adventure 2.
No, we must compare it to Sonic Adventure 1 because Sonic Adventure 1 had overworld music. And you know what? It was incredible, but they were incredible for different reasons.
And Sonic Adventure 2, one of the greatest OSTs of all time, and it's right up there with it.
But Sonic Adventure 2 is like
totally
all action levels and cutscenes. So I would want, if I'm comparing Sonic Frontiers or whatever, it'd be all the action scenes, boss scenes or whatever. Because Sonic Adventure 2 doesn't really have an overworld song, I guess. but I do see the point that you're making.
I do so love my shuffle going from Open Your Heart to Kronos Island Act 3.
And that is annoying. And I will not deny that. But I think if we're talking about the jukebox, I think we even have to give it a 20 just because the jukebox I think is an added benefit that can only add it, even if it's.
You didn't want to give that a benefit in Sonic Generations.
You said what?
You didn't want to have that as a benefit for Sonic Generations. What?
What do you mean? Because
I had to argue for that.
No, I'm sorry. Because in Sonic Generations, it's in the base game, right? The jukebox was not. That was something that they added, right? Like the jukebox was something that they added. Wait, I thought they added it. Wasn't that what you guys were saying?
That Generations?
No, I'm sorry. Wait, it was added in Generations. It wasn't there in the
No,
base
it was
game?
in the base game of Generations.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It was in the base game of Generation, but the jukebox was not in the base game of Frontiers. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, yeah. And so I'm saying in
And
Generation,
you were saying
like
that because it's in the base game, that it doesn't add to the music at all.
I'm
That's what you said. In
I
Generations.
get yeah, like I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't get an added benefit of it being like oh yeah, and like oh yeah, Sonic Generation's cool, and it has a jukebox, so it gets points for the jukebox. I'm like, like it gets. I guess it just goes into overall encompassing music that was there in the base game. But let's say they had like Jukebox 2 that they added in DLC. I'm like, oh wait, they added a second jukebox in Generations, like that can only add. But
First, what you're saying makes no sense at all.
Okay, I don't. Okay, well, I'm sorry. What is the disconnect?
What is the difference between the two jukeboxes existing?
So I think in Sonic Frontiers, if we were just taking the base game that did not have a jukebox, it's good and it's great. But when you add something later on, like the jukebox, that can only be an added benefit to something that was already great. So we give it something great. If we're looking at Sonic Generations, it is great and it has the jukebox. Like it's just part of the game, so we take it as a whole package as a whole. Like we're not just like adding extra points on it.
I don't think there's a meaningful distinction.
I think there is a little bit of a meaningful distinction, but that's just me, because I think if you add anything to anything, if it's a good thing, it just makes the thing better.
They added the jukebox in development. It's there.
They added.
Wait, what are we arguing? What are you not arguing?
I guess.
What are we even saying?
I guess we're arguing a cake that was made with salt in it, and then cake that was made. I'm sorry, sugar that was made with sugar in it, and then a cake that was made that you just. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying with that one. Doesn't matter.
What are you like? You don't. It doesn't make sense.
So
I don't get.
What I'm trying to say is, if you have something that is all in one package, you take it all as one. You take it all as one.
This isn't Frontiers is one package now, by the way.
Yeah.
You could argue that they launched the game unfinished. I would argue that they did launch it unfinished.
That's debatable, I suppose.
I don't think so.
That's debatable, But they added a whole lot, so there's probably a good reason for that claim. I can't deny.
Do you think
it, also
that they just had locations for all of these music and collectibles, and just decided to do that in 2 weeks, and that it wasn't in the plans beforehand?
Wait, was the jukebox released 2 weeks after the game?
It was like 2 weeks after the game came out.
There might be more credence to what you said.
It launched unfinished. I'm not giving it extra points for launching with an unfinished thing and then just letting that be something that they clearly didn't intend people to play through the game with just that default music, because the jukebox was clearly meant to be made.
Okay. I think I see more of what you're saying now, because that makes a little bit more sense to me anyway.
It's not something that people asked for and they just made it. It's something that was obviously missing from the game. Because why wouldn't you have a jukebox in the Sonic game when the overworld music is just ambient?
So that makes a little bit more sense to me. So it's something that was obviously supposed to be included in the game.
Which is why I think it's insane that you're like, oh yeah, in Generations it's not.
Well, no,
whatever.
Because
it just has a jukebox. It's there.
It does just have a jukebox, and you know what? We can.
Which you can say Sonic Frontiers just has a jukebox, and it's bad.
Who knows? Who knows if it's
you got a Sonic Frontiers jukebox to play the Sonic Frontier songs you don't want to hear.
I'm just saying I stopped even messing with the jukebox because I was enjoying the regular music in the game.
Because it sucks.
No, I stopped the jukebox because the jukebox sucked. That's what you're telling me?
Sucks.
And you're telling me that I just dealt with
because there was
the
no
horrible,
reason to go
awful...
with it because it sucks.
No, no, that's not what happened. Okay, because you know what,
how you have a jukebox with a shuffle feature
fine.
where you skip a song and it goes to the next song in the playlist.
I was doing fine with the jukebox on the first. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play all my favorite Sonic songs, and you know what, I was doing that.
I'm gonna get all my favorite Sonic songs, and then I'm not gonna be able to make a playlist with them, so it just plays whatever.
I'm just saying that's not the reason why I stopped using the jukebox.
The jukebox can go on shuffle, and it can go to default through the shuffle. It can just go back to playing the default music on its own, and then it won't shuffle anymore after.
And that's probably what happened. And you know what? I was fine with that because I realized that the bass music was actually really good. And I was like, wait, I'll just listen to this.
I prefer when features work as they're supposed to.
Be that as it may, I was not having a problem with the music in the slightest in the game. Be that with a broken jukebox or not, I was just listening to it and I thought it was great regardless. So me personally, sound effects sucking. This jukebox did it's great, but it went underutilized.
I have problems with the sound effects sucking. I have problems with, you know what? I'll say something else about the jukebox.
Okay.
Why does the jukebox keep playing in cutscenes?
No, you're right. No, you're right.
And why does it get mixed so obviously down whenever characters talk, and then mixed right back up when they're done talking?
No, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right.
They like manufactured the bad Sonic Adventure 2 mixing. It's crazy.
They manufactured it. Dang, that is kind of bad actually. And I did notice that, and I was like, dang, this does kind of take me out of the moment.
All I'm saying is that might be 18. I'm just saying.
I'm not even saying you're necessarily wrong, because that is a pretty bad oversight, and we did kind of ding Sonic Adventure 2 kind of hard for that actually.
It's pretty bad. Sonic Adventure 2 should be at 20, but that thing was like unlistenable at points.
We did kind of hit it kind of hard with that one. That's compelling. That's actually.
And there is that one Sage song where the singer's voice was like cracking the whole way through.
No, that was artistic. That I believe that was on purpose.
It was artistic, but man, I did not want to listen to it.
I thought it was cute.
I completely understand what they were going for, and boy, do I never want to listen to it again. That baby cannot sing.
I might agree with that, but you know what? It still gave me feelings. I was like, dang, that's kind of sad actually. Like, dang, she's really having a moment right here.
She's having a moment about something.
But no, but you are right about like the music thing. About the music playing in the cutscenes and how it just like goes obviously down in the backup. That's a little rough. That's a little rough.
It's not great.
Okay.
Not great.
So
I wish I could give it a higher score, but I can't.
I think this is more or less fair.
There's something I can't get. Now something that's going to be a lower score.
It might be.
This will be lower. And then, you know what? It's entirely because of Final Horizons. This is Final Horizons' fault. This shit is tanking it. I'm starting with Knuckles. That guy sucks. Oh my god. How do you make climbing on Sonic perfectly fine for an entire game before this? We get to Knuckles, the guy whose thing is climbing, and he's bad at it.
Bro, he can't. I thought it was so crazy that he couldn't climb on anything except specific.
He can only climb on the little red walls.
I was like,
I don't even know if he can climb on the green ones like Sonic can.
I didn't try that.
I never tried.
Assume he couldn't though.
That'd be funny.
That was rough.
Sonic can climb on Knuckles can climb on the red walls, and he only climbs properly if you have the camera angle directly behind him. Otherwise, he's going wherever he wants.
Oh, also, what was that section you were talking about where you said like the camera has to be behind? What was that section? That the camera had to be behind him?
That's just how climbing as Knuckles works.
Oh, I thought
If you
no.
don't,
So
if
we
you
were talking
don't
about
angle the
before, and I
camera,
thought you said it was a specific
no, it's
section
not a specific
that was
section.
like
It's
worse than
just
normal.
no.
Okay.
It's just when you're playing as Knuckles. If you are climbing and you don't have the camera directly behind him, he will just go wherever. Up becomes down. Right becomes down left.
It's
He also
definitely-
just kind of sucks to play as. Like the glide feels bad.
It's because he does this stupid
He does like a strive air dash.
yeah. I'm like why are you doing this, Knuckles? Like,
Why can't you just go fast, Knuckles? You stupid.
but you know what? I will say at the very least, it's not so bad moving with any of the characters just in general because they give you the spin dash, which is
They give you the spin dash. Once you get the spin dash, who cares? And
yeah.
you know, I will say Amy feels great actually, which is insane.
Because she has that
I like
jump or
moving
whatever.
around as Amy. She got her big double jump. When you get her big boost thing, she gets like drift around. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh wait, Tails kind of cool too once you get the airplane.
I mean, Tails kind. I'm gonna be real. Tails kind of sucks until you get the airplane, and then you're just cheating. Tails doesn't have a homing attack for some reason. They just gave
Yeah, I
him a
thought that was
stupid
crazy.
wrench, and it's like it just doesn't feel good to use at all. He's got his dumb little wrenches he throws. He has. He also kind of has like a strive air dash thing going on because he has to charge up his flight for some reason
Yep.
instead of just going into it, which would have felt way better. Sonic Adventure 1 Tails still undefeated somehow.
Ooh, kind of true. Kind of
He's
true.
he's still the best Tails has ever controlled. It's crazy. And he was cheating too.
Yeah, it was. I have a few gripes because I don't know what it was, but it feels like there were just so many moments where like little hiccups would happen with like the geometry or
The levels feel like they don't want to be open world. That's the
Okay, so
best
why
way I
they
can
put you
put
in
it.
2D sections.
Like you're trying anytime when you're trying to like boost up the side of a cliff, Sonic will just start Skyriming up it and like glitching out on the side. And you can like brute force your way through a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time it's like, no, actually you have to circle around a mile in the other direction. Just hop up this cliff that's clearly within reach of Sonic.
Oh, you
Because
do have
there's
to do
like
that
an
a lot.
invisible wall right under you.
It was so dumb. But you know what?
It's
One
real.
fun thing. When you do like the drop dash, whatever, on the third island, you can get up on. You can spin on the ice caps.
Yeah, you
So you
can.
can skip a lot.
I
Of
wish
that.
I had the spin
That was
dash for
cool.
that so I could just skip past those things.
Yeah.
Spin dash is incredible in this game, but it is like the most busted spin dash has been since like Sonic Adventure 1. This thing is insane.
Oh my god.
It is
gives
honestly
you
more busted than anything I've ever seen.
It gives you so much distance when you like go off like
I'm mad
like
they
a
locked it
platform or
behind
whatever.
Final Horizon because this game would have been way more fun with that thing around the whole time.
Oh, it would have been so good. Why doesn't Sonic have that in the base?
Sonic doesn't even get the spin dash first. That's crazy.
I know. I thought that was insane.
I got my
What?
first spin dash as Amy.
And I was like, wait, I'm moving good. Wait,
Like,
this
why
is
is
great.
Amy so much faster than Sonic? How'd this happen?
And then you play Sonic.
No wonder she doesn't have a crush on him anymore.
She's like, I'm fast. Yeah. Yeah. Tails, Amy. Well, you know, Amy felt fine, but Knuckles and
Amy's
Tails.
great. Honestly, I could play a whole game as that Amy. I'd be fine.
She's still a little too slow for me, just like at base or whatever, until I get the spin dash. Once I got, well, you know,
You
I
get
guess
the-
when I got
Not
spin
even,
dash, it was
not even
all
just a
fine.
spin dash. You can get her like card wheel thing where she's like boosting and drifting around. That thing is cool.
You know what? I don't think I got that power up then. I don't think I got
Oh,
that.
you missed
one.
out. It's sick.
Dang, I guess I kind of.
She makes a wheel out of her tarot cards and she starts riding around in it. It's faster than the spin dash, but you have to
Oh.
drift around to actually turn. It feels
Maybe I
good.
should have got that. Maybe I should have got that actually. So you know what? Amy was cool.
Tails and Amy have cool ones. Tails has a cyclone. Amy has her card wheel. Knuckles, his sucks because he's Knuckles. It's
Whenever
just like
he's
a boost it's like a boost that's a little faster that does damage. It's like a worse version of the Unleashed boost.
I didn't even get it.
Yeah, because it sucks. Who cares?
I didn't even get it.
It's
I just had to
Knuckles.
spin
You don't want
dash
to play
and I
as
said
him.
I'm good. I didn't. Whenever the game said, "Oh, don't worry, you can come back and play as them later," I'm like, you know what? I'm actually good. You could just leave me.
Also,
Sonic.
for whatever
It's fine.
I'm also gonna say for Final Horizons, well, I love we're talking about all the Final Horizons characters before we talk about Sonic, but it feels important. Why did they make it so you have to unlock everyone's basic features? Why am I unlocking Psyloop, parry, and attacking?
Attacking is crazy.
Yeah, I
think
just
that
don't
one was the
understand
craziest
why.
one actually.
I have to unlock the ability to press square. Tails literally cannot attack enemies until you get that wrench. The other ones can at least homing attack. You need
really
Psylocke
doesn't
for
make
puzzles,
sense.
and you just don't start with it.
That is a pretty bad decision to start off like that. Actually, it's pretty bad. Wait, there's a bot,
silly.
but there's no mods around except for me, the greatest mod
Except
of
for
all
you, the streamer.
time. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I will say, for the combat, I don't know if there was like some buffer system or something, but like there would be times where I'd be trying to do one attack, but it would not come out, and then I would try and do another attack, and then I would suddenly do the first attack. I don't know what was going on. It could have just been me button mashing,
So
but it felt
I can just say
weird.
I meant it when I said this game's combat is slop. Like, I was not just saying that as like a funny thing. I genuinely do not think this game's combat is good at all. And I think it gets worse the further into the game you get. Because you unlock more moves. And eventually, like, every action you could possibly take as Sonic, like, every combination of buttons you could press leads to you just doing a special move.
You're not wrong.
And they're just not interesting. They don't really do much. Like, the appeal of a character action to me is having complete fine control over what your character is going to do at all times, and when you get a move, it adds on to the rest of your move list without taking away something. In Sonic Frontiers, you unlock a move, like, let's think of the final move you get. That stupid spin smash. You unlock that, and now you have lost the ability to jump cancel out of all of your combos. Because every time you do that,
I
you're
never
going
got
to do
that.
the spin smash. Yeah.
Oh,
You get that, and it replaces pressing during a combo.
Wait, what was that? You cut out.
It replaces the X button during a combo. Spin smash.
Oh. I don't
Let's
like
talk
that.
about an earlier one. All those times before where you would dash to the side and then homing attack, actually you unlocked the dodge attack now. So every time you do that, you're going to do that stupid zigzag cutscene.
I never.
Oh, do you want to boost into a homing attack? You unlocked the stupid spinning light move that's a flashbang. And every time you try to boost into a homing attack, you're going to do that now.
Yep, I did that one a lot.
And never on purpose.
I did that a lot.
And never on purpose. No
I think
one
I did
wants
it
to
once
do
on
that. It's not even good.
I think the best one of Sonic's moves was I really, really like the little far away attack, whatever, the Sonic wind or whatever.
Yeah,
He's like shooting that. I thought that one was sick.
The two Sonic wind attacks are good.
I love those.
Or at least I thought they were good because they built up Phantom Rush. But then Final Horizons taught me that Phantom Rush is actually worthless, and what you should be doing is just stomping. Because this game's combat is slop.
Yeah,
It's just not designed well.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. The only thing I can say that's, I guess, somewhat praiseworthy is at least you are overpowered most of the time, so you get to kill things quickly. And also, it is just cool to have Sonic fight, because we don't really get that. But
I think
the actual.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but the actual, like, act of fighting or whatever, it is a chore at times, and it's not the greatest because they do not have somebody who knows how to do that on the team.
It just turns into, I'm gonna do my special moves now over and over again and chain my special moves. Ooh.
And that was definitely
there is a happy medium you get to at, like, I think it's literally at Ares Island, the second one, where you have a few special moves unlocked, but you still are doing your basic attacks, and you can still, like, move around during your combos. You can, like, almost do, like, some character action stuff where you're trying to do stylish things and make things look cool, which is, like, what I would think you would want to do with action in a Sonic game. You would want it to be Sonic trying to style on enemies like he's fucking Dante. But then you unlock some more moves, and you lose the ability to do that.
And you just kept unlocking more. It's like because like they definitely wanted to do more with Sonic, and they didn't quite know how to implement it perfectly, so they just did something where you can just kind of like mash, not think about it, and they were like, you know what, we're just gonna give people things to do or whatever, things that look, I guess, kind of stylish when you do them, but they didn't think about the implications of everything and see how it actually like worked in tandem with Sonic fighting enemies, and that was not great.
They also, this was something that they added post, which was the ability to turn off the dynamic camera for those attacks, which I did for this playthrough, and for the most part, I do actually prefer it.
I didn't even know about that.
Because, yeah, those camera angles are the same the entire time, and it gets boring. But there is one funny thing about turning off that dynamic camera.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there are attacks where Sonic, like, teleports back or whatever, and that's a little jarring.
Yeah.
But there is the funny one, which is the attack that no one wants to do ever, the stupid boost square one, where he flashbangs the screen, where, even though, you already know where I'm going, even though the balls don't fly directly at the camera anymore, and you see them flying at the enemy, the screen still goes white. It just goes white for no reason.
It just flashbangs you for no reason. That's still funny.
I wish I never unlocked that move.
Does. Yeah, that move's probably, is it the worst one? It might be the worst one because of where it's placed. Because I did not like
the other ones move. You could at least try and make them chain together and make it look natural. That one is just impossible. It doesn't even do a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's one
thing. It does like about the same amount as the song.
Yeah, I don't know why that attack didn't. I feel like that was like the only one that like didn't have like any kind of unique thing about it. It would like it's a range attack, but you already have a way cooler range attack that I think does more damage. So why would I do that one? Also, what is that move? Is that like Sonic After Image throwing After Image balls? Like what is
the Shadow Clones? Throwing his balls at you.
I don't know what that one is. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like the key takeaway from this is don't make an action game where your moves replace actions you could have taken before.
Yep. Yeah. That
you
is
play Devil May Cry. What are the new moves you get? They're all like you doing inputs on your controller, all on the control stick and stuff. They don't stop you from doing something you were capable of doing before you got the move.
Yep, that is 100% true. I wish Super Sonic had like a little different style than like base Sonic, so he can do different things. But it's just
He's just
it's
base
the same
Sonic
thing.
but bigger.
Yeah, and he's
Even
still
for, like,
really cool.
He's still cool, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's really only his basic attacks that are different. Because all of the all the special moves are just exactly the same, but yellow.
Yeah, they are. Yes, yeah, they're just the same.
Which I'm gonna say it. I think Super Sonic 2 is cool and all. You don't really feel that much stronger when you're playing it. If anything, you feel weaker because now you have to perfect parry.
No. I feel stronger because I get to ore farm when I do my parries.
I get to see him do the little backhand. Ooh.
It's so cool.
It would be neat if he
had something different, right?
Any kind of different animation besides the little backhand
and the Raging Demon.
But like those don't count. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I'm trying to pull anything out for, but you're right.
The Raging Demon is cool. I don't know why he has it, but it's cool. Sonic having a Raging Demon it carries so much weight for this game.
Also, am I fair to say that this is the best Super Sonic has ever been? Just point blank period.
I'd say so. I'm trying to think of other ones. No, it's Sonic. It's Sonic 3. It's still Hypersonic. I'm sorry. Although you did say Supersonic, not High.
I did say Supersonic.
You did say Supersonic. Hypersonic still clears, but you know.
I think
it's super. I think Hypersonic would have been able to beat the end.
Yo, he might have.
He might have been able to do it. He does that one little flash and he just breaks the tube instantly.
I guess when I said that statement, I was in fact just thinking about Supersonic and not the upper level of Hypersonic, because they are, I don't know, they're scared of epilepsy or something like that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this is the best, on a technicality, Supersonic ever. Or at least the coolest he's ever been.
We talked about the bad part of it, and now there's also the before we talk about the good part, we have to also mention that Sega just gave up on making Sonic feel good to move around as and just let the player do it on their own. By just adding that option later, because that wasn't there on launch.
Okay.
That was a response to feedback.
Which option are you talking about? Which option are you talking about?
All the options that change Sonic's control.
Okay.
All the control options for Sonic were added later. Now, the jukebox, I'm positive, was them just launching unfinished. That was a response to feedback from people saying that he did not feel good to play as.
Bro, I didn't change any of those settings, and when I move around as Sonic, I when I'm just like moving and running around the world or whatever, I like the way that he moves.
It's not bad, but the jump specifically felt so annoying to me, and it felt so much better once I turned down the deceleration on it.
Maybe I should have done that. I mean, like I thought the jump was, I thought it was fine, to be honest.
Especially in the cyberspace levels.
Yeah, I wish I would have known about that.
That combined with turning on boost while jumping, so that it just made those so much more enjoyable to play.
Yeah. I wish I would have known about that. I do think that,
he doesn't feel bad.
When you're doing like the boosting in the overworld, I think it's really cool of how snappy it is and how quickly you can change directions. Because I finally actually feel like Sonic. Like, obviously I felt like Sonic before, but like doing that and like picturing like this is how I would imagine Sonic would like be in like a 3D world, with how he like speeds off or whatever. It's like he stops on a dime and he just moves again on a dime. It's great. It's cool.
I wish there was more of that speed in the combat.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be
cool? I'm sorry, I gotta go back. I remember thinking about the first time I fought like Tower or something when you fight it and you start boosting around while it's attacking you. And you're darting in to try and knock pieces off of it, and then you're boosting around again to dodge more attacks. And then that just goes away forever. Because it doesn't matter. And you get special attacks that just instantly do things for you.
That is a good point.
Man.
Like, the special attacks, like, because, like, honestly, I don't think any of at least well, maybe there are. Like, the, whatchamacallit, the little the little, X-Wind or whatever thing or whatever that you do.
Yeah,
it kind of just, like,
projectile. The little Sonic
it kind of just cooks everybody. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of just
back when
amazing.
I thought Phantom Rush was good, it just instantly got you Phantom Rush.
It's just great. It's just really good.
Good.
But it does take away from, the other combat systems, which are admittedly not great already to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Also, another thing with this is like a consequence of how the combat works. They have the bad Shadow the Hedgehog homing attack, where Sonic homing attacks and then stops, and then jumps. I wish they would just make a homing attack that just goes again. Please. Yeah.
Can we just go back to Sonic Adventure?
It's so
Sonic
good.
Adventure and Sonic Adventure
it's so
fast.
Can
we just do that?
Can we stop with the giant hit
for?
stop on the homing attack? Please.
Like, I can say that you can feel the weight of it, but I don't want the weight. I don't
want the weight. I want to go.
Like, please let me go. Actually, that would be fantastic. Yeah, that
I don't think this random
bad.
Badnik deserves a full second of hit stop.
It doesn't, and because it's like that, it kind of made me really not want to homing attack enemies because I'd rather just go fast.
There were points in the cyberspace levels where I was just like, I'm gonna just jump into these enemies because it'll be faster.
No,
or I'll just dodge all of them.
Yeah, I just go around and just whoop, go around them. You're good. Okay. All right. Anything else we have to say?
It's really cool jumping off of rails. I like that. I like the way that feels.
You said jumping off of rails?
Yeah, when you boost jump off of a rail and Sonic does that little flip.
Oh yeah.
And he carries over all his speed. That's cool. I like that. I hope it comes back somehow.
Don't get your hopes up.
It won't.
Unless they have Sonic Frontiers 2.
I mean, they must, right?
If they do Sonic Frontiers 2, it kind of does have to be way better than the first one, though.
Let me just say, I saw a lot of Sonic fans being like, yeah, I want Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? At least ask for 2. We're sitting there, Sega was announcing that they were going to have something at the Summer Games Fest for the 35th anniversary, and you're like, yeah, I hope it's Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. Why? You played the game already.
Yeah.
You want to go back through the tech demo again?
Maybe. Well, I would assume they liked the game enough, but they want it to be more polished. They're like, yo, I want to play the more polished version.
Yeah, let me get rid of all. I want Frontiers without the pop-in. You know what? That would be cool. So that you could see all the level geometry just up there polluting the sky.
Ooh, wait, hold on a second. I don't know if you experienced this. It's such a small thing, but during like one of the ending cutscenes or whatever, after you're fighting like Supreme, the end or whatever, for whatever reason during the cutscenes, like some of the trees in the foreground are just crazily pixelated. Yep. And I don't know why. Like the background trees are higher resolution than the trees that are closer to you. I was like, why? What is this?
I think they just have like 2 different tree models.
I guess. Because that it was really bad. I was like, bro, is this Pokemon Sun and Moon? Sword and Shield? Like, yo, we need to get on them about this. I've never seen the tree in this game look this bad. Like, that is a particularly bad tree.
Edition, trust.
Okay.
Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. It'll save the Sonic franchise. Trust.
Well,
It's just gonna be Frontiers again, but it's gonna save it.
you know what?
Sorry.
It has a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential.
That's all anyone's ever said about this game. Whatever they say.
Potential man, potential
Oh
man.
my God. Sonic Frontiers might not be the best game ever, but think of the potential. I'm thinking about the game I just played.
What's the tagline? Never
Potential
never
isn't making it more fun.
What's the tagline? It's always, what's it called?
Always could be, never
but
is.
never is. Yeah. Oh, I'll love the potential man meme.
Think of how good Sonic Frontiers 2 could be. No one ever says think of how good Sonic Frontiers is. It's such a good start for this 35-year-old franchise.
It's such a good start.
What a good start.
You know what? They're finally getting their legs under them.
We're fine. This new kid on the block Sonic team and Sega. I think they're finally starting to hit their stride.
They're finally getting it done.
It only took them 30 years to do it, but I think they're finally getting around to it.
Okay, all right. I think we've talked enough about that. What are you
I don't even
thinking?
know what I want to give this. I don't even know.
Like,
because he feels good when he's moving around, but whenever you have to do something that actually progresses the game, he feels bad.
That's actually so funny.
Everything that has to do with a major story beat, Sonic feels terrible to play at. But when you're just going around the world and doing cyberspace levels, he's cool. He's fun. Except for Island 3 when he's in 2D levels.
I think I feel like,
is this a 13? No. Is it?
I feel like it has to be about there. I don't.
It has to be.
Maybe slightly higher, but it wouldn't be that much.
The lows are so low.
I definitely had some gripes with just how I would somehow slip off of platforms, or the camera would do something crazy, or Sonic would move in a way that he wasn't supposed to, or go backwards on a rail out of nowhere, and I don't know why he did that. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
We also didn't even talk about the parry.
Oh, I mean, well, I guess we kind of
real quick. I could just say I have problems with both versions of the parry. I think the regular parry that just lasts forever is insulting, and why is it like that?
It is.
Like, even if you were gonna make it a big window, did it have to be just hold it and he'll automatically do it for you?
Maybe they just did it for the kids,
Hey, come on. I think the bosses have horrible telegraphs. They look bad. They feel bad to deal with.
Awful telegraphs.
They're like unreadable most of the time. Giganto will like throw a punch in 2 frames, and it's gonna whiff you because he has no hitbox, but it's still there.
And because the camera was turned around, I couldn't see it because he threw it out when the camera.
He also has that dumb spin where he'll spin and you'll see the effect of the spin going around, and then he'll stop, and then the hitbox will come out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then when you do the side loop, he does the spin, and it hits you as the spin is happening.
Yeah, I couldn't really figure out what was going on with that. I think there's like an attack coming out of his shoulder or something like that. I think I only hit the parry twice.
He does a spin while he's sideways, and it's just different from the other spin because you have to parry it as it's coming out. It's dumb.
Yeah, okay.
But like, I think you could have just made it so that it's just a parry with a very generous window. It didn't have to be hold the button for like 30 seconds and Sonic will parry anything that comes at you in that time. And then 20 hours into the game, you say, actually, perfect parry everything now. Like, you did nothing to prepare me for this.
Sure they did. They said do it. Is that enough preparation?
It's true. I mean, I've played better games than this before, so yeah, I guess it was.
Bro, no game will...
I've been trained on better games than this one, so I was able to do it.
No game will ever make me like fear a parry system since I beat Sekiro. Because that game forced me to learn it, and so then I just got good at it everywhere else, or at least tolerant of it until I learn it well enough.
It's just crazy to me that the parry's bad both ways.
Honestly, if the hitboxes and I guess the telegraphs were better, the perfect parry
would be fine.
Could be cool. But I just think the game doesn't lend itself well enough to make the perfect parry cool. You know?
I forgot something else. Sonic's dodge is just like useless like 90% of the time.
I'm sorry. 90? I would say 99.
99%. 99% of the time. There's like the 1% of the time where you don't use it as a dodge, and it's literally just so you can target something else.
Which I've
never used that to dodge anything.
I've never used it to target anything except the final boss, which I found out about way late at the game. Okay. Yeah,
it's that like was. They just thought of stuff that were in action games and just threw it in there with no understanding.
You're right.
What they were there for.
You're right. That's exactly what they did.
We need to have a parry, so we're gonna give Sonic a parry, but we don't know how to make it work, so it's gonna last forever. Sonic should have a launcher, and it's gonna be the first attack you get. But what are we gonna do when he launches them? Oh, let's just do more special attacks, big cutscenes. Ooh, we need a projectile.
Well, the first times. Honestly, Sonic with a projectile, I think it should be in the game forever. Like, I think that should just be.
It should be forever. And it was cool at the start when you could launch enemies and then hold them up there with a projectile, like it's Devil May Cry.
You just have the kicks. I'm like, wait, Sonic, you're kind of nice.
It's cool, and then you learn that that's a waste of time, and you could just stomp them and they die. And there's no incentive to do it.
Why do anything? We could just stomp them.
It's almost like the style meter was there for a reason.
It's almost like that. But who's to say? Who's to say if it was or not, you know?
Me, I'm to say. I'm to say that these guys had no idea how to make an action game. And that's why they didn't try in Shadow Generation. Spoilers. Woo!
Well, spoiler, but you know what? I haven't experienced it, so you know what? I don't even know what spoiler means. It can mean anything.
Oh yeah, you never experienced any of it, not even a little.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe a little bit, maybe a tiny bit.
Maybe a homing attack.
Maybe a homing attack or two. Maybe something like that.
Maybe
yeah. You know, I feel like a 13 or a 14 is I feel like that's probably it.
I'm gonna say 13.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait. So Caleb. So when Ace came in earlier, then he said, "Oh, they're gonna play Mecha Chameleon tonight." What was? Do you remember what my next answer was to that? Do you remember what I said?
I believe it was Monday.
Yeah. I thought I said that. And so then when he said it again, and then I said, "Oh no, we're playing it on Monday." And then when he's coming in the third time, and he's asking, "Am I gonna hop on Mecha Chameleon tonight?" What do you think my answer is gonna be, Ace? Do you think it's gonna be yes, I'm hopping on it tonight, or do you think it's gonna be I'm gonna hop on it on Monday? Which one do you think is gonna? You know what? I'm sorry, Ace. You know what? I was tilted for no reason. You know, it's been a long night. No, I'm not hopping on Mecha Chameleon tonight.
This is what Frontiers does.
This is what Frontiers does to people. I'm sorry, Ace. I lashed out for no reason. No,
it made us both hostile.
You know what? Maybe the music sound design specifically made me hostile. Maybe that one did. but no, I am not hopping on Mecha tonight. No, I'm not doing that. Okay.
I'm looking at Sonic Frontiers like a drug addict that I wanted it to be better.
You know what?
You were recovering.
I was recovering.
Why'd you let this happen to you?
I think Sonic Frontiers left a better impression on me the second time playing it around, and
I agree.
It's
until I played Final Horizons, and then I had to remember better times in the base game.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong for that. I'm not gonna say you're wrong for that at all, actually. But I am gonna say, even with Final Horizon, I left with a pretty
I had a better
positive
time with the
view. I
think we
did,
had a similar thing where we were both like kind of annoyed at the cyberspace levels the first time through, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This time going through, I'm like, these are great.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because of all the Sonic games that we all played in a row that made them better.
I think so.
Which is funny.
I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know if that's like Stockholm syndrome or what, but it might be.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. If I go back to Frontiers, it will be to do those cyberspace levels, and literally nothing else.
Yeah, I would be down to just go through and just like, 100% all the cyberspace levels or whatever, because those were just fun to do.
Yeah, they made collecting red rings fun. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they did.
They're easy to find.
Yeah, I think in this game that really left the best impression of me, that I guess just didn't hit as hard for me the first time. Like first of all, the boss music and stuff, because I think I remember telling you the first time I was like yeah, I thought the boss music was like okay, but this time I don't know what it was.
That's what I was gonna be ready to argue with you for before we played the game.
Yeah, it really turned up for me. I was like wait,
that
this
boss
is
music is
incredible.
I didn't actually say that yet because I was busy fighting, but the boss music is incredible.
It's so good.
It's like some of my best it's like some of my favorite boss themes in like anything.
It's incredible. Also,
went crazy.
I really, really enjoyed like the end credit songs. I like them a lot.
I have a funny story with, what is it, One Way Dream, the last one.
Okay.
I remembered hearing it one time, but when we went to the Sonic Symphony, that was the last song they sang, and no one knew the lyrics because no one remembered there was a song that played in the Sonic Frontiers credits. Everyone was singing along to every other song in the show, and no one sang along to One Way Dream.
Wait,
but we were like,
sad.
oh, it's a nice song, though.
It is! It's really good!
Everyone was waving
really
their glow sticks, but no
Dream.
one knew how to sing along to it. No one knew the words.
No, don't say that to me, bro.
It's a great song, though.
I didn't remember
it. I didn't remember it, man. It's just, you only hear it the one time in the Sonic Frontiers credits.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that would be like whatchamacallit, Sonic Adventure 2, and they just played what's it called? Sonic's Sonic song.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, the credits in this game are really boring.
Yeah, they are. I was saying, I would have really liked if they had the rolling credits or whatever, but they had like Eggman and Sage like just standing on that cliff, like looking out into the ocean or whatever, while like the first song or whatever is like playing in the background, because I think that would be incredible.
You could do that, or you could just be lazy and just show like concept art. Anything. Anything to look at.
You can do that.
Anything other than white text on a black background. I'm not gonna dock points for a mediocre credits though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, you know what? We never even. We probably would have put this in miscellaneous, but we didn't talk about the whatchamacallit, the opening scene. It wasn't as great as Unleashed is still undefeated.
No.
It will. I don't know if it'll ever be
Unleashed in 06 still clear it.
Yeah.
Unleashed in 06 clear it. Oh, you know what else clears it? Sonic and the Black Knight.
Sonic 3.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say Sonic 3.
Sonic and the Black Knight does it.
Why are you gonna make me play Sonic and the Black Knight one of these days?
Because it's cool.
All right, Caleb. Sonic Frontiers. You know what? It somehow managed to beat the exact same as Sonic Adventure.
Insanity.
It's
and you know what? This is about where I thought it was going to end up.
You know what? I was really worried because of my first playthrough. I was like, bro, it's probably going to be like...
I didn't want it to end up in
here,
C tier.
maybe here.
I didn't want it to end up in C tier because it doesn't deserve to go that low.
I didn't want it either, but...
Some parts of it.
I was feeling pretty low, but after playing it the second time,
it's a very
really
polarizing game. which I guess means it's right at home next to Sonic Adventure.
It is. Now, the real question is...
Big is way better in this game than he is in Sonic Adventure.
You said what? You said what?
I said Big is way better in this game than he is in Sonic Adventure.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Sonic Frontiers has to be over DX just because of that. We don't have a whole character that we just hate.
It's true.
I mean, unless you want to count Knuckles as a character that you hate.
Unfortunately, Knuckles is way better in Sonic Adventure than he is in Frontiers.
But you know what? Amy is way better in Frontier than she is in DX.
It's true, but Tails is way better. Hey, man.
Dang, you know what?
You can keep going back and forth. Sonic Adventure has Chow. They're way better than the Cocos.
Ooh, you're right. But you know what? I'm gonna say it. You know, I think it's fair. Sonic Frontiers has way higher highs for the music.
It's true.
Honestly, if we're just saying like peak for peak, is Sonic Frontiers like?
I think the heights of Sonic Frontiers
peak?
are higher than the ones in Adventure.
I'm not even saying Sonic.
Are you just talking about the music?
Yeah. I'm talking about like the peak music of Sonic Frontiers. Like, you know, I guess it doesn't beat SA2.
I don't know if it beats Heroes. I'm gonna be real. Heroes is
You don't
insane.
think it beats Heroes?
The Heroes OST is insane, Chris.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I really do like, you know, the Sonic Heroes OST as described by our tier list, which I think, did we give it a 20? I don't know if we gave it 20. I think
of course we did. Of course we did.
Yeah.
There was like zero. We gave that thing a 20 instantly. Yeah.
And that's because we know there's like nothing bad or nothing sketchy or like no sound design issues. But if I'm going like I'm just saying peak. Like the peak song or whatever that you would say like, all right, yeah, you know, this is like the peak for peak or whatever. I think I might have Frontiers over Heroes.
I think Breakthrough It All is like one of my favorite songs in like any game ever.
Really? Okay,
but also,
it might be hard.
But also, What I'm Made Of is what I'm made of. I don't know, man.
What I'm made of. I mean, it is good and it is great. I really liked those boss fight themes, and you know I
They're
love
really
the end
good.
credit stuff.
They're really good.
Sonic
Frontiers
Frontiers
has the quantity. Sonic Frontiers has that butt rock quantity. It has more.
And it's so good.
But Sonic Heroes has Mystic Mansion.
Yeah. Mystic Mansion is cool. It's good. It's good. I don't think I like Mystic Mansion as much as you, but you know, I did like it, obviously.
All right, whatever, man. Sure. Fair enough.
But you know, I am happy Sonic Frontiers ended up here. I'm glad that we were able to, or that, you know, from us playing this game the second time, you know, we say like, you know what?
This isn't a bad Sonic 1. Telling you, we're going back, and Sonic 1's going down. I refuse to have that above Sonic Heroes.
Our vibes tier list. We're gonna come back for the
vibes tier list is changing.
It's gonna change. I think it'll change at least a few of these.
If I'm going off of vibes, what's going down? Sonic 1's going down for sure. Sonic Lost World might be going down under Sonic 4 Episode 1 because it'd be funny. I don't even want to move it down a tier. I just want it under Episode 1.
I think SA2 moves up on vibes.
Oh, of course.
Generations.
It's got the replay. We haven't talked about the replay value with SA2 because of the Chow Garden.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I put so many hours.
Generation stays where it is, I think.
You know, you know what? The vibe. No. Hold on a second. No, you're right. You're right. No, I thought about it for 2 seconds more, and yeah, you're right.
I'm not gonna say there's some stinkers later on, but there's some levels that I don't go back to as much.
You're right.
Nah, there's some stinkers later on, and they're Planet Wisp. Why'd you bring back the Rocket Wisp?
Wait, for which game?
Sonic Generations.
Was it Rocket? I can't
It
remember.
was
the
Rocket
Wisps.
Wisp and Spike. Those are the ones
Oh
they
yeah,
brought back.
that was the game where they only had. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was like, what? So there might be a few games that move.
Sonic Colors might go down just for introducing Wisp.
I
hate those stupid things.
If you're asking me, I think Sonic Colors is the quintessential C tier. Like, I think its vibes are just C tier.
It is. That's why it's Colors, because it's C.
Colors.
That's what the C stands for. But man,
there we go.
I think Wisps were like a net negative on this franchise.
You know what?
They show up and they make games worse.
Are all of the Wisps net negative, or are there just a few that are net negatives?
They all. The one that isn't a net negative never showed up again.
Laser,
My bad. It showed up in Lost World.
I was gonna say, it was like,
and
yeah, it showed up
cool.
one time.
And it wasn't as cool in Lost World.
Yeah, Wisps were awful in that game, just in general.
And then they came back again in Forces.
They're just so bad. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? 2 games left.
2 games
We've been doing this for over
and they're both
a
short.
year.
All right, Chris, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we're going to be able to play Sonic Superstars on Parsec. You are in Texas, and I am in Massachusetts.
Well, also,
and
I have it on the
Sonic
Switch.
Game.
Also, I have it on Switch, so I don't even think it would have been a possibility.
Okay. All right. So we're both just going to be playing the multiplayer game solo. Got it.
Which, because I had gotten this game so long ago before we even talked about playing it together.
I could get my younger sibling to play with me, so I can get the multiplayer experience a little.
You know what? Go for it. But also, we wouldn't be able to get Parsec to work anyway, so we wouldn't have had a good experience even if we could.
Yeah. It wouldn't have worked.
Oh. Well, wait, hold on a second. Wait. What? You have this on PC, right?
Yeah, I do.
And if I would have had it on PC, there's just multiplayer on this, so we wouldn't have to do Parsec.
No,
right?
it doesn't have online. It's only local.
It does? It's only local.
It's only local. That's why you need Parsec to do it online.
Oh, I was confused.
But unfortunately, that would be playing a Sonic game on Parsec with input delay.
Nah, GG's. I'll be playing the multiplayer game alone. We'll see how it is. I actually don't know anything about this game. I have no idea how good or not it is. I just have nothing.
All I know is it looks like a mobile game.
I guess we'll see.
Sonic Superstars looks like a mobile game ad. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a mobile game.
Sonic Superstars looks like a Sonic game where they just needed to use classic Sonic again.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for tonight. I think we've yapped about Sonic Frontiers enough and all that good stuff. We had, a good little 30-minute extended session. We definitely needed it.
A good old 3-hour discussion on Sonic Frontiers.
Whew. Yeah, I think this is our longest one yet.
That music got a little heated.
It did. It's
because we're passionate.
And you know what? I expected it. But you know what? At the end of it, we're still boys, all right? We're still friends. We don't let things like...
Let's die.
You know what? What was it? What did he say? He said you don't even need to go to the precinct and we can bang out there.
We can bang this out right now.
I'll put 70 bands in my pocket, and if you bother me, you can have the money. I love that. It's so great. Bro is a crash out in the truest sense. I hate you.
For no
let's
reason.
Die.
I hate you. Let's die.
That's great.
Oh,
let's both go throw our life away.
We losing.
And you said all this was over a LeBron versus Michael Jordan debate.
It's all over LeBron versus Michael Jordan.
That's crazy.
I hate you. Let's die. See that LeBron versus Michael Jordan, Kronos Island, Act 1. It's basically the same.
It's basically the same. Is that what we're saying?
It's basically the same.
I don't know.
Just as iconic.
Okay. All right. That's enough of this tonight. Thank you so much for for ranking this with me. I was excited about this one. I think I got all of the, all of that passion out of me because I really want to talk about this. It made me feel
I needed
something,
the rage. I needed to let that out for a while.
I needed to release my love for Frontiers, or all the good things that I had to say about it that I was not expecting to say about it.
I did also need to release some good things about it.
And those frustrations.
and the frustrations. There was a lot.
But you know what? Out of the other side, you know what? Sonic Team, don't let this be a potential man game.
Don't relapse.
Realize
Sonic
the
Team.
potential.
Don't relapse. You're on the path. You're on the path. You just made it out of rehab.
I swear to God, if
You
they
could
make
be
Sonic
better.
Colors 3, I'm gonna be hot, bro.
Dude, if they come back and make an entirely different style of game again, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I would be so mad. I would be so mad. They make Sonic the Ikaruga. Bro, imagine a full Sonic Ikaruga game.
It'd be better than almost anything they could have made.
Oh, you'd be smiling ear to ear. You'd be like, "Oh, this is beautiful." No running at all.
Out of all the things that they messed up in this game, they did pretty well on that bullet hell.
I was having a pretty good time. Well, for the most part. I don't like how I only had 2 lives, but whatever. Whatever. That's on me for being bad, I guess. All right, that's it. Have a good night, my boy. Thank you so much for being out again. I appreciate it, and I'm glad we talked about this one.
2 left. 2 left.
2 left. Oh, you playing Mecha Chameleon on Monday? I don't even know if you care about that game.
Me? Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
No
well.
interest.
All right. That's fine. All right. Peace out. Good night. Sleep tight.
Good night.
Alrighty then, chat. That's gonna be it for me tonight. We yapped a lot about Sonic, as expected. Thank you to anybody who's even still here, which I don't think there is anybody, but whatever. You guys all have a great, fantastic night, and I will see you guys all on... Ooh, wait, hold on. I was gonna say Monday, but I low-key might not even be here to stream on Monday, because I'll be driving back on Monday. Well, I'll definitely see you guys on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let the people know. All right. Peace out. Later. Good night.